and sports in general. The Final Word with your hosts, Joe, Dre, John, Chris, and Dave. And now, without further ado, presenting The Final Word.
What up, folks? We are back. As you see, we have a full panel. We have a special guest from the Jefferson High School. But we have Andre Lewis is back in the building. And Andre has some news for us.
No high blowing glass.
Well, Andre has been away. We've been saying that he's been taking accounting classes and stuff like that because we didn't know what the hell he was doing.
We know what was going on.
But Dre has pledged Kappa. He is now joining our special guest, Mr. KD Williams. What y'all call him? Can I say Noop? I can't say Noop.
Yeah, you can say Noop.
I can say Noop.
Hey, I like that. You got to ask permission.
Yeah,
Want to say Noop?
I can't hold my fingers like that, though.
You can't do that.
Unless you get
KD said nah.
What if I hit a three-pointer? I can't do that?
You can do this.
Like, you gotta throw it.
Hey, Joe, you can do this.
Yeah, you can do that. That could be double C, Carver City too.
Let's make sure don't make it look like this.
Yeah. No, they call us Kappas. Everyone else calls us Kappas.
Right. Yep. All right, so we have, as I stated, we have a special guest, Mr. KD Williams, went to Jefferson High School. So after Jefferson, went to Henderson State University, correct?
Correct. No, actually, I went to junior college. I was a junior college transfer from
Me too, man.
Arizona Western Junior College in Yuma, Arizona.
I did not know that.
Yeah, man. A lot of people didn't know that.
Right.
They thought that I just made it happen.
JUCO product.
JUCO. I'm a JUCO too.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Actually, it grew me. I went to school with Mike Sims.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Y'all might know Mike.
Yeah, we know Mike. Yeah,
me and Mike Sims went together. I got off the bus. He got off the plane. We met each other in the dorm, and was like, Mike, what's going on? And from then on, it was.
That's crazy.
That's what's up.
That's what's up, man. All right, so then you played over in what is Germany, Frankfurt? Frankfurt Galaxy, right?
I played for the Frankfurt Galaxy, but my tour left Henderson State, and then I went to Canada.
Right.
I played in the CFL
Winnipeg.
first.
Winnipeg, right?
Yeah. The once I left Canada, the World League came into play because I started getting a buzz.
Right.
And they wanted to see if I can compete with the guys that were allocated by their teams from the NFL to go over there and play.
That's a big time move where you allocated.
Yeah, you on the podcast. I want to make jokes. I got a rep for my Jefferson Dragon. We got a little education over there. We are a university of products, but we get schooling too.
Yeah, they think they was busting us to school and we weren't getting enough sleep, but we got a little something.
That's real.
And to prove yourself, you did, because after that, Oakland Raiders.
Yes, first it was the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
If I came out of a World League, and craziest thing is, man, that's God is good. I was like a little brother to Broderick Thomas.
Okay.
Nate, you may Nate. They call him White Boy Nate. Henry.
Oh, yeah.
Nate Henry.
Yeah, Nate.
Yeah, that's my guy. His mom, Miss Susan, and
Miss
them.
Susan,
I used to live with them over in Hyde Park some days, right? So we grew up together. Long story, her and Broderick.
She was the village, bro.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. She was a villager. From every projects in Tampa, they all used to be over at her crib.
Absolutely.
And we all had relationships from all over. But Broderick was one of her celebrity friends back then. And I used to wash the car with Nate, walk the dogs and everything for Broderick. And then fast forward to 1998, I walk in the training room, and he had just tore his ACL when he signed with the Dallas Cowboys from the Buccaneers.
Gotcha.
And I walked in, it was like, he said, man, don't I know you? You Kevin, ain't you? I was like, yeah. They say, man, a dude named KD was coming in here that they had just signed. I said, yeah, that's me, Broderick. He said, man, you KD Williams? I was like, yeah. He said, man, hug me, because if I'm going out, it might as well be a kid I watched grow up.
Right. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, we still talk to this day. You know, we holler at each other, and he always lets me know that, you know,
Yeah.
It was good. That was God for me.
So I'm gonna let you tell us the rest of the way because ain't none of this on the Wikipedia, man. You educate.
It's from Dallas. It was I got a chance to be with Dion and form a friendship with him.
Right.
And I was his rookie, so my locker was right next door to his. So
Dion is Coach Prime, just in case some
Coach
of y'all
Prime.
don't know. I remember he came to the restaurant.
Yeah, that's my man's and stuff, you know. But being in there and taking the tutelage that he gave me, and then I went out to Kansas City, and relationships are good in the world because when I got to Kansas City, Derek Thomas was actually waiting on me. I get to Marty Schottenheimer's crib for the meet and greet, and he tells me that my butler been over to the hotel. They're gonna put your stuff in my basement. You're gonna live with me for the rookie year. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I'm gonna teach you how to be a pro. So relationships from my junior college coach became a scout for the Kansas City Chiefs. Wow. So when they signed me, they put me underneath Derek. Derek knew I was from Tampa, Florida, and once you leave Pensacola or Jacksonville, you from Florida, you stick together. That's just the rule. I don't care what college you go to. I don't care where you travel in the world, Floridians, we stick together. We know what it is.
That's how it used to be.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was in that era.
Right.
I was in that era where it was just like that. Yeah. So, yeah, my career kind of started molding itself around people that believed that I could play versus different personnel guys. So my relationships with players allowed for me to be able to have a good career, sustain a career at, actually.
That's awesome.
Now, I remember you was a West Tampa Spartan. And I never played for the Spartans, not football. Actually, I didn't play basketball for the Spartans either. The only thing I played at West Tampa, I played soccer. I played soccer.
Stop.
Yeah, I started out
I need to
playing
see
soccer.
video.
Yeah, it was my first trophy was a soccer trophy.
Ping pong.
And I did not play football.
And bumper pool.
You ain't play ping pong.
We had that.
All that. We had all that.
Oh, technical difficulties.
We had all that.
I'm glad you weren't leaning, Dre.
Lord.
Dre
You
would-
knocked all my water out.
Yeah, water, huh?
That's all.
I'm glad that light didn't bust because we
For
know there
real.
ain't no water over there.
This is water. It might be a hole there.
You ain't got what he got.
All right, but I did not play football for the West Tampa Spartans because I was afraid of the coaches. Y'all were coached very tough, very, very strong.
Hey, man, listen.
Talk to us about that.
There were some coaches at the University of West Tampa Spartans Boys Club. They'll be in jail, man. They'll be in jail. They would literally be handcuffs and what they call the paddy wagons.
But is this the same Boys and Girls Club we're at now?
No.
Where was it at?
That boys club that y'all practice in, that was our boys club that used to be on McDill.
McDill and
McDill, the White House.
McDill and LaSalle.
Yeah, that
So
was the
where's-
White House
where was-
right in front of the state,
The
right in
office
front of the
used to be
interstate.
there.
Where was the West Tampa Boys and Girls?
That's where it
Right
was.
there, that
McDill.
field that y'all put that building in, that's where we tore it up there.
Gotcha.
And on the other side of that field was a big white building. We used to call it the White House.
I got it on the T-shirt,
Boys
man. I
and
got
Girls
to
Club.
get you one.
Yeah,
man. Send me your
I
I got
appreciate
the
it.
old West Tampa on the T-shirt.
So where the Boys
I
and
remember
Girls
it was
Club
called the
office
Boys Club.
The Boys Club.
Down.
No, right next to it.
Really?
Where the office
Where
is.
we're at right now.
The office.
The office. Yeah. That's McDill, isn't it?
McDill and
Yes.
Cypress.
McDill, yeah,
McDill
yeah.
and
It's
Cypress,
next
right?
to it.
Gotcha.
McDill
That
and
whole
LaSalle.
everything was a whole boys club. We
Yeah.
had Big Jim,
By the
Big
underpass, right?
Vernon,
Yeah,
the Big V.
They used to have wrestling there. Took us to the
Wrestling.
sportatorium.
Man, we had now listen. For the times that we were in, some of it was necessary.
Right.
I ain't saying slap no kid around. Watching what happened the other day, that kid could have got a concussion. He hit that kid pretty
I
hard.
was just gonna ask.
Taurus, can
about
you play that video?
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got
But
five.
go ahead.
I played for some tough coaches.
Yeah.
Like, if you from West Tampa, Arthur Lee Mayo
Yep. Coach Mayo.
was the coach.
Yep.
Like, we knew Butch, Coach Butch, Coach Williams, Ronnie Williams, Roxanne, them dad,
Coach Mel.
Coach Bell, many coaches that we
Coach
had.
Earl Goodman.
Coach, God bless the dead,
God
Coach
bless the
Udman. Coach Mel had one eye.
Yep. I was
And
terrified.
what made him a special coach to everybody was he didn't care who you was. He didn't care how involved your parents was with the
social
boys
media
club.
era.
Before the social media era, he don't care cause your mama and them donated 15,000 to the team. You gonna sit right here.
With a jersey on.
We don't care nothing about that. Tell them we said thank you. That don't get you on this field.
Right.
We got real hunters out here. He pray. He gonna sit over here and we gonna get him on the special teams or something so he can get his shine on. But
get
no,
his
he
reps.
ain't getting on this field. And still to this day, I'm 50 years old and I can remember the cadence like it was yesterday. If you don't like what I said or done, you can tell your mama and your daddy when you take my shit off and put it at that fence.
Yes, sir.
And you can tell your mama I told you so.
Right.
That
ain't so
was
bad.
his way of letting you know that no matter who you are, you're gonna do it my way here. But he built athletes. I got a list of guys that went to college from this man.
Right.
A couple of us sprinkled into the NFL because of this man's tutelage, because he was disciplined. His own nephew, if he told you on the defense to box and flat, that means to cut off the end, don't knife down the line of scrimmage and give up that backdoor alley.
That's your job.
That's your job. If he did something like that, I done seen him grab him by his face mask and pull him close. Don't you be out here doing what I told you to do. And then let him go. I wasn't around that slap you to the ground, or I seen one coach kick the kid. I seen the Super Bowl quarterback, your boy Trent Dilfer, man, just snapping on us.
Oh yeah.
I've been cursed out.
Oh yeah.
I've never been grandstanded on my whole career, even as a kid. Like, I've never had a coach degrade me to get me hype. But us as players, we've been in the huddle and say, man, you sorry, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You can't do that no more.
Right now.
You can't do that. I can't even say that. Like, if I'm costing you your job as a player, and I tell my own son this, son, you have to train and be prepared for everything as if the player on your team is doing everything himself. You disrespecting him and what he's trying to accomplish if you ain't working. So why don't you just get off the team? Just move around. Those guys right there used to get slapped around by the coach, pushed away by the coach. Now you have to
Coddle.
them and brother-in-law them and feed them in a manner that is, as, you know, because we're parents as coaches. I've been in high school. I coached at the legendary Central High School, called the defense for the legendary Central High School. So I've been in high school coaching. I put guys into college. I put guys into the military. I put guys into a ground right after high school graduation. He got killed at a party right after graduation. So I've been through all of those things as a coach. But none of my players can ever tell you that I disrespected them or I made them feel inferior of another player or that they couldn't come to me if they had a problem, even at home. Because a lot of kids come to their rest haven, which is school sometimes, just to get away from problems.
Yeah.
And sports supposed to be the place where those kids get nurturing and tutelage and fatherhood if they're in a male sport, you know what I'm saying?
And especially back in our day, because we came up in the height of the crack era. And remember how that rocked us.
Reaganomics.
And those kids, right. And those kids coming to the West Tampa Boys and Girls Club, that was a meal. You know what I mean? I mean, you talk about that.
You almost thought that you had a little paper.
Yeah.
See, because he might like this. The boys club back in the day was in what we call Spanish West.
You know, I
Right.
like that.
Right.
Spanish West,
Yeah.
and all the homes were there. That's where the house is at.
Right.
What
Two
what part
cars
is
in the
that now?
garage.
That's why I always tell you. Like I don't know how I don't speak Spanish. All
Yeah.
my neighbors, because I didn't live in the projects. I lived.
Because they
In,
used to.
Yeah, you lived on the
that's where
other side.
cigar factories were.
yeah.
You speak
Yeah.
Spanish?
No, I know, but Howard is going this way. Is it this side of Maine?
No, Spanish West
It's on the west side of Maine.
starts this. If you come to West Tampa and you get every person from West Tampa, they're going to tell you this. Once you cross over Armenia,
That's Spanish
Yes.
West.
Oh yeah.
all that from bike cross Armenia
Where the park
is
is.
Spanish West.
From there to the stadium.
All the way to the stadium.
Gotcha.
All the way to the stadium. From Columbus all the way to Tampa Bay Mall, all that. The old mall, that's Spanish West.
Right.
Still is.
Yep. The other side, that's up top.
And
Up top.
yeah,
Where,
that's up
where
top.
I work at
That's
right
up
now,
top.
that's up top.
No.
Where I work at?
No. You're in West Tampa.
You in West Tampa, you ain't up top.
Nah, you ain't West Tampa.
Got you.
You ain't.
Hey, you know you done had your vehicle stole before.
You know, with my son inside.
That's West Tampa.
I think he up top. Where up top started?
Up top start right on Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He up top.
That's what I'm at. I'm right in front of the West
That's up
Tampa Post
top.
Office.
That's considered up
Oh
top.
yeah, you in front of the post office?
Yeah, that's
yeah,
on
you
that
in
building.
West Tampa.
Yeah.
You up top.
Because right down Arch and Howard, that was the.
Yeah. Arch and Howard down there, we call that. That's where.
I'm talking about what I mean. Cherry and Howard. That
Oh,
was, that,
Cherry and Howard, the bike side.
Right.
That's still considered up top.
that's up top, but that was what they call the trap now.
That was most definitely the trap. That was all that at the store right there. All that's the trap.
Yep.
Getting the West Tampa lesson today, baby.
Well, man, you
But
know,
I mean, but the boys and girls, like we came up in there. I remember, Ridiculous Man at the Mr. Daycare bus. Ridiculous, you remember Ridiculous? I don't know Ridiculous Man. We had everybody has. We had
Hold on, that's
Papa,
his
wild name.
Papa Smurf. You know Papa
Papa
Smurf.
Smurf, we had Batman Woods.
Yeah.
That was a
Birdman,
little-
remember Birdman?
little yeah, I remember him.
He make all the bird noises and noises like the man on
we-
Police
coming
Academy.
up, we used to come up and play y'all. Or we used to play y'all down in Sarasota. I played for Sarasota Ringling
Yeah,
Redskins.
Bradenton,
Yeah, Braden and
the Broncos.
No, I didn't play for the Broncos.
That
I
was
played
that
for
was the
that
team.
was the team.
Yeah, I played for the Ringling Redskins.
Well, we end up locking up with them
Yeah, the
down that way. The
Broncos.
Broncos that had Tyrone Williams,
Oh, yeah.
Tommy Frazier,
Tommy Frazier.
That's what
and all those boys,
Peter Warwick
Peter
and all
Warwick and
them
them
players.
boys.
Yeah.
Man.
See, Peter,
They all
that
played on
was
the same
cross
Little League
out
team?
for us. Huh?
They all playing on the same Little League team?
Yes.
all them boys come from the same area.
Yeah, they come from.
Man, that
they're from
area
East-
was a
they're from East
beast.
Bradenton.
It's different from basketball. I'm now a basketball dad, so I got to get in that circle where I'm doing a little, finding out who the players are, where the leagues and the scouts and.
But see, and that's the crazy piece, because back when we were playing, the same dudes that you just named, they played basketball too.
right.
So you knew what they did.
Well,
'cause-
KD played by. He was a hell of a player at Jefferson.
I played at the J. Yeah, but once basketball season was over, I knew what
what it was.
I'm only dribbling with my left most of the time. I crossed
Strong
it over.
left.
I crossed it over just so I can palm it and put it back in my left and go up. That's all my right hand was for
It
to
was
do.
a one-handed dance.
Man, I was one handed dunking 2-3 times a game. I couldn't dunk with two hands. I was going up the regular way, put the ball in my right, squeeze it, and going on up. I had big hands, so I ain't have to worry about palming the ball. So basketball was all right for me, and I wasn't shooting no jump shots.
Right.
I forgot I coached back then.
Yeah, I had boldness.
Boldness, man. You ain't got to worry about me, coach. Give me the ball down here. Down here.
Hey, so KD, real fast. So do you think football players, if they're good enough athletically, should they play basketball too all the way through high school?
Wide receivers, cornerbacks, stretch guys. They want to run the floor. You got a wide receiver that can jump. He gonna run that floor because he only really think about highlights. He know he going back on the gridiron, but he gonna give you all the highlights you want. So he definitely wide receivers.
What about DNs?
Michael Penix.
Yeah. Quarterbacks, wide receivers,
DNs?
they cerebrals.
DNs
A
can
DN gonna give you if you got a real DN like that boy,
Javon Curse?
now in my era, Javon Curse would have played for Florida basketball team and the football team. Cause boy, he was gifted.
He was a
He was a dog.
Deion was that deal.
And basketball too.
Baseball, everything.
I just think it's when you're trying to get to that next level, sooner or later, the focus got to be here.
One sport.
You got to realize Deion gave up baseball once he left college. And then it was a couple years when he got back into baseball. It wasn't baseball right out of high school, right out of college with football. That wasn't happening.
Right.
Bo even had to focus on one thing for a second.
Right.
The mental focus of it all. But as a kid coming up, basketball, football, track, all that builds the athlete itself. But then if you got a kid that got, that you got to watch out for, and we all done had that kid that's an exceptional person, exceptional athlete, but got to watch him. Got to make sure we tend to him a little bit because something going on with him that he don't know how to explain or you don't know how to ask. So them the ones that you put your hand around and you try to love on them, but don't treat them no different though.
Right. All right, Torres, can you play the video? Yeah. So this is the Jesuit High School coach.
I was there, but I guess I left before this.
You don't be paying attention, man.
Nah, I ain't gonna see.
Kid running off the field, probably too many players on the field.
And that's what it was. You can tell what it was. It was a lineman.
And he ain't just hit him, he fired on him.
Yeah, and then he took his helmet and I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Didn't rewind it again.
Is that
So
a white kid?
let's
That's a white kid, right?
yeah.
You know who it is.
So let's say that's William right here running off the field.
He said,
I don't even want to know.
Now what we doing at this point? I'm jumping across the gate with you.
We actually need to get the coach to explain his aggression for that. And the way he's going to explain is in the police car or out in the park lot on the ground, but we need to explain why you put your hands on my son like that in a real physical manner. That's out of anger.
Yeah.
But you know
That's
what,
out of
KD?
frustration.
You know the score. Well, you know what
That's
the score was.
anger.
Is that?
That's
I was gonna ask him that, what he thought about.
Why were you that mad when you up by 30?
You can't be that mad and it ain't that much discipline. Kids make bonehead mistakes. I done been hit over the head. Katie, what are you doing?
Right.
Right.
You're not thinking.
Not that, though.
Not that.
So does it depend on your relationship with that certain
No.
kid?
No,
Not
not
like
punch,
this.
Dre.
Not like this.
No.
I don't think so.
Trey,
Not a
watch
punch.
this. Watch this.
No, because
And
I heard the
Watch.
this one of the kids that he been knowing since 3rd, 4th grade, so the parents didn't have a problem with it.
Right. And that's what
Oh, I didn't know
and,
that,
that's,
but
and
still.
I talked to Jerry. I talked to JT's
a
dad,
punch.
Jerry, about it because he's a high strung guy, and he was like his high school coach that still coaches at Crystal River now. He said he would grab their face mask and head, but then without no helmet and do all that kind of stuff. And he was like, it was acceptable back then, but it's not now. You can't do that now. You know what I mean?
Was he the head coach?
He's assistant.
No,
he's
he's
the
linebacker.
They just
But
fired
you-
him today.
He's the linebacker coach.
I think
He's the linebacker coach. And I'll let you know right then, he already on some aggression.
Right.
One, he's aggressive. That's one. I'm a linebacker. I've done this my whole life. I ain't played cornerback and moved around. I played one position. I knew what it took, the aggression, the fortitude, the mental capacity. I knew it all, how to get the way I was going. And as a linebacker coach, he knows. And if you look at how strong he look in that shirt,
right.
that ain't no medium.
Right. Yeah.
That's an extra,
Like I said,
extra
if that's
large,
JoJo,
still stretching.
like if it's JoJo, like I said, if I would have jumped across that gate,
I'm with
I'd
you.
have to be like, hey, come on,
I'm with you.
couple more, y'all, come on now.
Because what he done right then would have got that stops the game.
Right, yeah.
Immediately. And I actually, with the way the world has come, man, I gotta file charges on him.
Right, you got to.
I ain't
Because
gonna
you gotta
lie.
go to
That's the
jail.
right
Because
thing.
I'm gonna be in a real. Now I'm gonna laugh and joke, which I want to whoop his ass,
Right,
but
right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it the legal matter because of people don't expect for Katie to get out of the way like that. So, and because I care about who I am in a sense, I wouldn't allow it to get to that so people can turn it against me
Because that's
from
what's
what
gonna
he
happen.
does. Because of course that's what happens. I'm the bigger draw in this whole situation, so the narrative changes to something I created. No.
KD
Nah, I
don't
don't-
jump across the gate. And,
Yeah,
I
it ain't
don't
what he done
agree.
to my son. It's KD came across the field, and then it's the highlight is KD Williams jumping over the fence.
Yeah.
And then we'll
They
get
forgot
to
about the
all this
KD
other
Then he
stuff.
threw his hat up there.
He threw his hat up for the signal. And,
You already
we'll get to
know.
the other stuff later, but we got to get the KD part in now. No, I ain't
But look,
doing
I don't agree with, what Dre said that the parents was okay with it. But I guarantee you the coach knew who to do that
That
to.
was wrong this day and
Right?
time. But you
No,
still
it's
gonna
wrong
say-
this day and
Dre,
time,
Dre,
but-
Dre old school too, like that, being coached hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I
Not
mean,
no
it's
more.
just we can't do it no more. But-
There's a certain way.
all,
But there's a different way
Too
of
many
coaching.
cameras out.
But there's a different way of
I
coaching
seen him
hard.
keep his cool the other day. That was at the tournament. We was all at the tournament at Self the Christian. He actually sat on the bench like that. He kept his cool because I realized who his son had grown up a little bit. His son done stretched a little bit. And his hair done got longer. So I say, man, that's Drake kid right there.
Wait till that season start. Wait. But now, now we got to get KD to he go catch his Monday Night Football. So I ain't trying to hold him too long. We already 3 minutes over.
Man,
but I
it's
told
all
you.
good,
Are we
man.
good?
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, he got his brother in the house. He out
Yeah, I got Noop in the house, so I got to make sure
right.
Noop get what he needs.
Let me know what kind of bets I should bet tonight, man. I've been losing on my bets. My NFL bet's been trash.
Well, I'm actually winning my fantasy. I'm
See?
undefeated in my fantasy. I'm 8-0. I'm 8-0 in the fantasy.
So I think all football players and MMA guys are crazy as hell. And I say that with all due respect. But I think all y'all crazy as hell. Now, I would never forget. Because it take a special kind of dude to think about it. Now, I'm going to run full speed as fast as I can and run into this guy. You know what I mean? Like, when you think about that, and that's what y'all like to do, that's kind of crazy.
I can see your point. I actually, now you take me back to the boys club, I'm going to work on that right hand. I'm going to just work on my right hand because I know if I go left, ain't nobody stopping me from going left. No one. So I'm going to just work on
That's
my
why
right
I
hand.
played football for
extra.
30
But
seconds.
I'm going to tell you what I knew you was crazy. You was with the Packers.
Green Bay.
Green Bay Packers. We had the block party at McFarland Park. They got a sandlot football game going on. Full tackle, no pass, no nothing.
Why he was in the NFL?
In the NFL, who's on the front line out there?
Was out there just having a little fun, a little sand, a little sandlock. It was my name. Listen, I used to do that even coming home from college. Everyone would tell you when I used to come home from college and like College Hill was playing Ponce Leon, or
Yeah.
Ponce Leon was playing West Tampa. I go play in the games just to have some fun.
And I'm waiting for the fight to break out. 'Cause I got one footer in it because I ain't out here playing. I ain't with them. So I mean, but I'm on the scene and I'm just looking
Yeah.
like, man, this man in the league out here just
Having
you
a
know what I
little
mean?
fun. Having a little fun.
McFarland.
Heads getting
Yeah,
buzzed,
man.
all everything,
Them
bro.
cats,
Just-
we used to go at it. And it was
and they coming
till-
at him because of who he is.
And it used to be the pride thing, pride of your neighborhood. So then later on, everything is squash. We go to wherever the set at, and it's always
Not quite
love.
squash, because that takes me to the second time. I thought your ass was crazy. We at the zoo.
Zoo
Oh,
is the
everybody was
club,
at the
right?
Blue
The club.
Lounge.
So if you don't know what the zoo is, it's the new lounge, a.k.a. they called it the zoo,
One way
a.k.a.
in,
the
one way
bucket
out.
of bud, a.k.a. the Thunderdome, one man
Thunderdome.
enter, 2 men enter, 1 man leave. I mean, we out there. So you remember on the Color Purple when the girl Squeak had slapped Sophia and they said, "Oh, time to go." You know what I mean? They shut the piano down. That's what's happening outside of this club. So I see it finna go down. And I'm from West Tampa, but I didn't stay up top. I stayed in the house. So I don't get involved in all this shit. So I see it about to go down. I see the piano getting shut down. Time to go. That's why I'm on. I'm like, it's time to go. So I'm trying to get to the bucket. I see West Tampa walking this way. Might have been Ponce Leon College Hill coming this way. Who's on front line? KD. On front line.
It's my neighborhood. It's just partying.
But this is the kicker. He see me. I'm walking to the car. I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. You know what
called
I
you
mean?
to help. He called you to
So
help.
he see me. He get off front line. Hey, what's up, front line? He'll dive
What's
me.
going
I'm
on,
like,
dog?
oh.
How you been, Dragon?
So
Now you gotta go.
Oh, hell no, I'm still going. I'm still leaving. But now you don't put it on that, you know what I mean? Because I'll never forget, I was at the zoo, and I know it's off topic. I was at the zoo one time, man, and I don't see people get beat so bad out there on them rock. That parking lot was like jagged rock. I don't see people get beat so bad out there. And I remember some had went down, and so the dude had got his crew. They had jumped on him, and the dude was walking to his car, and they was like, "Oh yeah, he was with him too." And the dude was like, "Nah, man, I just know him. You know what I mean? I just know him. I went with him. He just like the dude saw they were finna jump on, so he come and, like let's say I'm somewhere, some dude's finna jump on me. I see KD, so I'm gonna come speak to KD, and I'm gonna come stand over here. Yeah. That's how the dude did.
Oh no,
that's how he did him, bro. And I believe this dude that he wasn't with him. I believe that he just know him and he wasn't with him. And he was trying to explain. Man, they beat that dude ass so bad.
So you saying when KD shook your
So now he
hand,
don't
you
doubt
like,
me.
no, dog.
I'm thinking about that dude. And this man was with the Packers, and it went down. They out there fighting their ass off, and the police just sitting back like. I'm like, y'all ain't gonna do nothing. He's like, nah, they'll get tired. That was the police said they'll get tired after a while. They'll stop.
It used to be crazy days back then. A lot of stupors, drunken stupors, and hanging out. But see, I used to haul ass on them.
Yeah.
And if thing go down after the fight, I'm on the airplane.
Right.
Y'all can deal with that shit on your own. I'm in Wisconsin.
And that further let me know. All
what's
football
up, man.
players and MMA guys are crazy.
We have a penchant for combat.
Yeah.
Most of your school wrestlers, they were linemen.
True.
Most of your power forwards was tight ends. They just can't catch it the right way or can't block, so they moved on over to basketball. All that stuff corresponds with each other, man. But in football, in order for you to put that helmet on somebody back in my era, now that I look at my retirement, I'm saying I didn't fall. I have some things that happened, concussions and things like that has happened. I got knocked out on national TV. So I understand the safety of the game now and where it's going. But even with all that, I wouldn't have never changed. And if I could start over without the helmets being changed, I would still play the game.
Because you crazy.
It just was what it was.
The fourth thing that makes you.
I enjoyed the contact. It's the contact.
Yeah.
That inch of blade of grass, and it come from Coach Arthur Lee Mayo. He say, man, you got to fight for every inch and every blade of grass that you out there. You got to fight for it. That's the only way it's going to make sense to you. So from that moment on, to me, that inch that you need is the inch I can't give up. So us running into each other at full speed and ending up with the contact in the whatever happens after the smoke clears, I'm with it. So the game has evolved now where you can't do that. It's played in such a cerebral way.
It's entertainment.
It's entertainment now. And the fans did that. Y'all, I blame the fans for the way the game is now. It don't got nothing to do with the players. The players want to drop that helmet because there's a lot of players still taking them fines. Like, you know what, man, I'm going to take that little fine. Because, boy, if I catch anybody like this here stretched out like this, I'm going to lay them. And that's $6,500. I'll take that. In my era, we was going in. This era, you got to pull up. But y'all as fans, you want to see 50. You want to see 60. You want to see 45. And because y'all done that, 10-3 don't work. 7-10 ain't a good game. 9-6 ain't nothing. But remember how one of the greatest Super Bowls ever played was by the Ravens. They ain't give up but 9 points, 11 points the whole season. Mm-hmm. But as offensive guys, because I'm standing around a lot of shooters. A lot of shooters and defenders. A lot of shooters.
Hey, you said shooters. We ain't got a lot of makers. Ain't a lot of makers. Shooters. Over there.
Speak for your damn
Shooting
self.
that ball. We all know that, shooting that ball put everybody in the stands. But in order for the board, when it means something to the players, it takes defense for the players. And if you don't got no defense, you can score a 200. I just seen the Celtics score 155.
That's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Ridiculous, bro.
You see what I'm saying? Where's the
Ridiculous.
defense?
Ridiculous. There's no
They
pride.
just made all the shots.
That too.
Ridiculous. But I'll say this, and that's why when I talk about when I say greatest players ever, my favorite or greatest player to ever play the game was Michael Jordan. And the reason why I say that, because he took pride on both ends of the floor. That is it.
LeBron ain't ever been recognized for anything defensive.
And it's not disrespecting him as a player.
No.
But when you take pride in, I'm going to give you 35 and hold you to 5, that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
And then Kobe was right behind him.
Yeah. My Mount Rushmore don't. When you say first two that cut the heads on the route, he's not there, bro. Not me.
Yeah, and
That's
there's
just
no
me.
disrespect to his body of work that he's
He in the
done.
top 5 though.
He definitely is.
In the top 5.
All right.
Hey man, I sure appreciate y'all boys, man.
Man, stop playing,
Appreciate
man.
you, man. We appreciate
I'ma get on around
appreciate
to
you
the
coming
football.
on. Y'all know you got to go catch your Monday night football.
I'm gonna catch a little bit of it.
We appreciate you.
But to end with saying that coach was dead wrong. He won't be reprimanded for it.
He fired.
They fired him.
They fired him.
You know?
Oh, they did.
Yeah, you can't do that nowadays.
Fired him yesterday.
There it is. You got what you, because that was a punch.
Yeah, he fired on him.
And I could have just,
Luckily,
he just could have went down.
Right.
Luckily, he didn't get locked up.
We've seen guys take
That's
helmet
abuse.
to helmet contact
He's lucky he's not lucky.
in the slight.
But
He's
they
lucky he's not
still
locked
may come.
Yeah,
It could. The state could pick it up, or the school
I
district.
mean, it's got
could.
national. I mean, now it's in national news.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here we go, Florida again in the national news.
You hear me now? 1 minute is down to E-Boy. 1 minute is E-Boy. Now it's on one of the most prestigious.
Yeah, man. It was a bad week.
Which
last
way?
week.
Is it a Catholic school? All boys school, right? Is it still predominantly?
It's a little bit better, but it's still predominant.
Yeah, I would say it's predominant.
I just was trying to choose my words correctly. That's all. I want to be PC about it, you know.
Good to see you, buddy.
I was trying to be publicly correct about the whole situation, but you know, I had to act it that way. Chris, it's good to see you, family.
We gotta watch Dre and him do like a 10-minute handshake.
Hey man,
No, you hold it down. Goofy.
got it.
Yes, sir. Hey, yes, sir. Y'all boys take care. Hey, man, listen. Now that we off the air,
Well, we
still
still
on.
on. We still on air.
I was a little disappointed. I ain't hear about
I heard
the try.
it. I read the thing. I'm like,
I got it.
how you
I
did
put it
that?
on out there. I
Did he
ain't
call
know
you?
about the sneaker ball, and I ain't know about no tryouts and stuff. All right, though.
The real tryout is in February.
Yeah, I know. I just like busting balls.
Hey.
I got nothing else to do.
But April 6th, get that trailer up to the tournament.
Yeah, for sure.
we wanna
It'll
see
be
food
ready to go.
burgers
It'll be ready to go by April.
At the
Hey, I need to get some of them
Fest.
burgers before.
And then the thing is, we gonna have a deep freezer on board, so when people want to buy them, we selling them by the box the way I used
Oh, yeah,
to.
already.
you
Oh,
got
so
them
we can
all
keep it
day.
over there.
Already.
No doubt, y'all boys hold it down.
All right,
man.
bro.
Be safe,
Appreciate
man.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's KD Williams, man. All true stories, man. Very passionate guy, great storyteller. He has a lot of them, man. He could go on for days and days.
Is that West Tampa thing?
What's that? Storyteller? No, just certain guys. Just certain guys. You know,
Hey,
hey, everybody got a story.
Hey,
Well, here you go.
hey, Dave ain't know what to listen to. He's like,
hey,
hey,
listen.
the hell y'all
Knowing that
talking about?
dude, you've known him a lot longer, but when I moved to Tampa, just being out and being around, he's probably one of the dudes that I met, especially with Charlie and all them dudes.
Right.
Just always been a good dude, man.
Yeah. Real
Always.
great guy. Great guy.
Always.
I met him when his son started playing with the skill center. And you would think that a person that played on the professional level, that he's very, like, not how he is. Like, he'll talk to anybody and make him feel comfortable.
Right.
Like, real down to earth cat.
And good folks, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he has a son that plays pro hockey. He has a son that
That's right.
played.
Yeah, in Canada.
Yeah, he had a he had a couple pros, like 3, I think. I can't. Football, got a couple football and hockey player. So
His son now's in sophomore.
That's Sefner. Right?
yeah, Sefner. Yep. Stepson. Yep. All right, so Torres actually sent us a video. I thought I had sent it to him. I thought I sent it to him, but he actually sent it to me and said this would be a good topic. And I was like, I thought I sent this to you, but I didn't get around to it. But it was pretty good topic. I think it would be falls right in line with what we usually talk about. So got Coach G from UConn, and let's hear it.
Who is that?
Uh-oh.
No, this is the UConn coach.
Gino.
Technical
No, there's not.
difficulties again.
Gino?
Yeah,
Oh, I
Gino.
thought it was the other boys coach.
Yeah, the girls coach. It's girls coach. Coach G.
More focused on winning than maybe development.
I have a hard time watching high school kids play or younger kids play because they're more talented than ever. They're better athletes than ever. They can do more things than kids 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. But they're not better basketball players because this coach or that system has them playing 6 games on Saturday and they practice once that week. It's totally opposite of what they do in Europe, where you will practice 6 days and you will play once. So you wonder why all these kids coming from Europe, they say, well, why are they so fundamentally sound? Why can they all dribble? They can all pass. They can all shoot. Doesn't matter whether they're 5'10" or 6'10". Because they practice. They don't play games. Here, it's all about how many games are we going to play? And then are we going to practice this week?
How can you tell if a youth coach is more focused on winning than maybe development?
And that was the question. So what do you guys think? I know what Chris thinks, but what y'all think?
I agree with that. I think you got to do both. I really do. I love playing. I also, love building that chemistry. The other day, one of my parents said, "Hey, we got some open houses coming up, so we'll just practice on Sunday." I'm like, nah, I'll just move some stuff around. Like, I hate missing a practice. I really do, because I think that's where you build the continuity. That's where you build the bonds and stuff like that. So I'd rather practice. Of course, you want to play, but a lot of parents, they just want to play. They don't understand that you got to practice to get better, in my opinion.
So but basically what he's saying is not talking about, he's talking about skill development. Mm-hmm. If you go into Europe and they have their basketball clubs, they don't have high school basketball, it's not really strong, they don't have travel ball, they play for clubs.
But clubs is their travel ball.
Clubs
Let's
are
be
their
real.
travel, but they don't play games. They don't play.
They play tournaments.
They don't play games like that.
You play one
So
game?
they train.
I lived there.
That's fine. I played in several different clubs.
Yeah, but you weren't a kid.
Yeah, we played
Yeah,
one.
no,
Like, I was there as a kid
But,
where my dad
when
took the military kids to play in the club tournaments.
Yeah, the military kids to play in the club tournaments, right? But I played for clubs, so no matter if I was a pro or not, under my pro was a club. They played for the same club as the pros, except for you have your juniors, you have your seniors, you have your pros. They have their youth organization. That's how Pau Gasol came up. He came up in a club.
But imagine, and
They-
I agree
they
with the
train.
practice,
They
but
did-
imagine if our kids at 15, well, now they are, but at 15, these kids are already able to play in a professional setting.
Right, but they were trained to do that, right? It was a system that, we don't have a system that does that because you have kids that play travel ball, traveling all over the country, 3rd, 4th grade. Those kids aren't doing that until they're 13, 14 years old when they're playing in games and stuff. But 9, 10 years old, they're not playing games. They're training. They're getting skill development. They're getting foundation. If you look at, I had a kid say this tonight, I'm not going to say who it is. Coach Chris, not everybody on my team can do a left hand or right hand layup.
His high school team?
No, they shouldn't be playing travel ball then. That was my response to him. I'm sorry. You have a kid playing competitive basketball and they don't have the fundamentals down. That's setting a kid up for failure. So they're not
point your elbow to the coach.
What's that?
Point your elbow to the coach.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, so he's here.
They're not in here. They're not in here.
Got him. Did I get him?
No, they're not here. The coaches
Nobody's in here, right?
No, they're not in here.
Joe, we're all like,
But I'm just saying, so you have a kid that can finish with their
you're
right
right.
or left. So when do you think they're going to work on it? Are they going to work on it in the game?
Nope.
No, they running for their life.
Right.
You know, and you have some people that never have skill development sessions.
That's true.
So these kids never learn how to get better.
I'll get up. I'm going a long tangent. We watch a lot of kids in 3rd and 4th grade completely dominate because of the fastest, strongest kid down the court. They get the 6th, 7th, and 8th. They get the 7th and 8th grade. Now the kid that is maybe not as quick as him, but is stronger than him, can't go by him. Can't go. You know, we talk about people that were clowning on. We talk about Jojo all the time. I remember first time watching him play. His arms are flowing out, and I said, that kid's gonna be really good. Before I knew Joe, this was when I came and met you. Like this was back in 2013. The one thing I don't, and I love the youth basketball because of camaraderie because we don't have these middle school leagues. Like when I grew up, on Saturday morning, we went to our high school gym, and the high school ran the youth league, and we played all the other people in our town, and you had like an 8-person league. We don't have that anymore because of you can't get in your public schools and all that. So I like the youth basketball because it's a camaraderie like that. What I don't like is that we're not doing development across 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, and the kid that's the fastest player in the court runs down and scores 10, 20 points a game and is, quote, the best player, but is not the most skilled player.
Yep.
And then when they get to 8th grade, they're like, oh, my team's not good anymore. And then look at teams in our program that change. John, look at your team. You got skilled players that play the game the right way that get better year over year.
And still don't nobody talk about him, and I love it.
Yeah, but
I love it.
you know, here's the thing.
But your team didn't peak in 6th grade.
Nah.
But
Teams
I'm
with
talking about like you're talking about not talking about teams, but you look at a kid like Tripp.
They still got
Correct, they still compete because they're doing it the right way.
Right. Look at a kid like Tripp. Same team that he was cut from. He start Tripp, the young kid Tripp.
Oh, yeah.
He was cut from a team, cried his eye out, came in the gym, got better. It had nothing to do with me. That kid got better.
Yeah.
And he went back. He's starting on that team now. He's probably one of the better players on that team right now.
I believe so.
You know, so it's about being fundamentally sound. And when coaches allow kids to get out there and you give them playing time, when they can't finish with a left or finish with a right, you're doing them a disservice because you're trying to prepare them for the next level, and you know at the next level they're going to need that. So it's kind of like a kid to say, hey, I want to go to college, but don't worry about English right now because you don't need it because you're strong in math.
Right.
But
Eventually you're going to fall.
I mean, but we done seen, because we done came up through the trenches, and I've seen it got a lot to do with the coaches because a coach will get the 1 or 2 players that are good. Hey, just get them the ball and just let them run around and do what they want to do. And other kids they're not getting the training and stuff that they need, so they'll train, their mind is just trained to get other people the ball.
Right.
And that happens all the way up to high school also.
Yesterday I was doing a drill, just a one-on-one drill. And y'all know Colin. He's one of my big kids, about 6'2". And he'll take 2 dribbles and back him in. Like, nah, you a guard. Like, just letting him know, like, put the ball on the ground and get comfortable. Because at the end of the day, that's what's going to, I mean, even if you're 6'6", you're a guard.
Right.
So trying to get him inside. And Dre, my kid Dre, jump out the gym. But now he get a rebound, and I tell all the other guys, man, just go. Let him go. Now he's working on his left hand because he needs that. But he put it on the floor. But some coaches would be like, get a rebound, give it to him, get out the way.
Yeah, you got to allow them to make the mistake so that they can learn from it. And you got, even if it might even cost you games, but if you got to, it's long-term development. You look at I always look at most impactful action. Now, you talked about your team and how you don't miss practice and stuff like that. You got the keys to the gym.
Word.
You know what I mean? So with my teams, he was talking about high school. I didn't have the keys to the gym, so we would practice once a week. maybe twice if we got Loretta Ingram or whatever. So I beg to differ with Coach G because I had to use the games for as practice. Now, we would talk about most impactful behavior, and I would, I do a lot of instruction, you know what I'm saying? After you make the mistake, I put, in the game coaching, and we were getting better like that. But I had to use what I had to, based off the resources that we did have. Now, I'll never forget the fourth grade team I had when I had that real good squad. Won 29 games in a row. Beat everybody around here bad. It wasn't even close. We had to start playing up. So I explained to the parents, we're going to play up. And we going, you know what I mean? So we played, I never forget, we played up. And the team that beat Fred's team, which is our 2024 group, they had beat Fred's team. We got in the tournament playing up, got all the way to the championship, and lost in the championship to them. So all the wheels fell off. 29 games in a row. But I had parents that was waiting for us to lose so that they can go in. Like one of the parents used to say every time we won, "Oh, they make you look good, man. They make you look." And at first I laughed about it, so I thought he was joking. But he would say it every time. I was like, "Man, fucking keep saying that." You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then when we lost, I saw. So then they were saying things like, "Well, we don't rebound, we don't box out, we don't do this, all these things, or when we go work on this." And I'm like, "Look, we can have a practice, and we can work on boxing out." But they don't get in the game, they're not going to do it. This is not like high school where we're in the gym 6 days a week, where we're going to take 30 minutes to work on boxing out, this and that and the other. Now, I have to do creative things like when we do scrimmage, every offensive rebound gets you 1 point. Right. You know what I mean? And we keeping scoring, they're competitive. So now they're going to try to stop you from getting this 1 point for an offensive rebound. So now they boxing you out because that's a point. You know what I mean? So I had to start doing creative things like that to work on boxing out. But we don't make free throws. Okay, but that ain't on me. I got your kids for 2 hours a week, once a week. Right. Y'all got to work on, you take your kid to the park or anywhere and work on free throws. Like, we don't have time to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, things like that.
And I understand, like, with the games and stuff, we practiced, and we had access to a gym. Mm-hmm. We practiced outside at Tampa Prep. And when we couldn't practice there, we practiced at Riverfront Park. Right. Like, you have to understand, in some countries, they don't have, like, they do practice outside. The workouts are outside. Yep. You know, I said from a fundamental, like, kids overseas are more fundamentally sound. They can dribble, they can shoot, their basketball IQ may be higher, they understand the game a little bit more, but they don't play until it's time, till they have all those tools. So when they have all those tools, they know how to use them. Our kids play and figure it out as they get the tools. Right. And then sometimes they don't know how to use it. Like,
let me ask you this, though.
I asked JoJo today, and his team is an exception.
Damn, now we know who can't make left.
No.
He just said it.
No, it wasn't JoJo.
Damn, Blake.
I asked JoJo today. I said, how many kids on your team do you feel your coach will trust making decisions with the basketball? He said 4. 4.
That's what he said, yeah.
That's big, because any other kid would say 1 or 2. How many kids on your team, Jeff, that you would trust to make good decisions? I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
You didn't put me on the spot.
Make good decisions.
You want to know the answer?
Yes.
In Spanish, zero.
You know, and these are kids.
Guess he won't be in the top 20.
But I'm just saying, but these are kids that are 15, 16, right. 17, 18 years old. Now you go overseas and you ask a person that, and they're going to have, they call them playmakers. They don't call them point guards. These are people that make plays. They can run your team on the floor. And it's not just at the 1, it's at the 2, 3, 4, and 5. They can handle the ball. They can make good decisions because they're fundamental. Our kids don't even watch basketball.
Mm-hmm. I can tell you that.
They don't.
But they have to go with the flow.
They watch highlights.
They watch highlights. What you getting from a highlight? All the good stuff.
Right.
You know, so that's the separation.
Europe, don't you think in Europe they have more time?
To do what?
Meaning, their school is different over there. It ain't like over here. So they have more time to do the club stuff. No?
No, they go to school, but it's in the evening.
No, I know
time.
they go to school.
But
I
we don't
went to
have
school.
well, let's use public
But they
school
don't have
for an
high school
example.
basketball.
This is what I'm saying. So they have more time for that development side.
They get the same amount of time. And
Not
we
if
have
they-
more resources.
Not if they don't have no more time if they're not going straight from school to practice.
They have less resources than we have.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. So, well, the reason I didn't like to practice outside. Now, if we didn't have a gym or anything like that, I would. Like, we would go to USF outside courts because they had multiple. Yeah, we would do that sometimes if the resources wasn't there and we really need it. But the reason I didn't like to practice outside because I like the scrimmage. I like to get up and down. I think I'm a firm believer in you get better by practicing. Now, you got to do skill work too. You know what I mean? But they got to do that on their own because I ain't got no time to be doing skill work with you. So I would always put in the group me. Chris Ward is in the gym from X to Y. You know what I mean? That's where you go get your skill work. But in here, we going to coach in the game situations. But I like for my kids to dive on the ground for loose balls and all that stuff like that. You can't really do that outside as
You
much.
did.
And I ain't dive. I
Not
wasn't diving.
on, not on that concrete.
Now, when JoJo first started, he would, and that's why I used to have him padded up because the way he played in the gym, he would do the same thing outside on concrete, which was like crazy to me. But I didn't like. But I don't want to take that away. But as he started getting older, he realized like I can't be diving on this concrete. You know what I mean? And so as they start getting older, but I didn't never want to take that away from them. So I kind of try to stay away from playing outside, and I try to save the knees a little bit too.
So my kids at Hillsborough used to be happy when I said we're going to do run. Because that's not, we weren't running.
Right, y'all just
We trained all day, every day. That's it. If I got a kid can't make a left-hand layup, you don't need to be on my floor.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
So, but that goes with coaching. When you're just, I'm speaking for high school, for an example. If you're getting all that training and you're practicing every day in high school,
Right.
and you're retaining that information, if you're getting coached correctly,
Right.
you retain all the information. That stuff gonna carry over into the AAU system.
Absolutely.
So that's just like when I first started working with Conrad, God bless Dad, with Florida Elite. He wouldn't get the top select players. He got picked players that was gonna fit his system.
Right.
You know, which was pretty good, but that's why they stayed relevant.
Right.
But those guys were skilled and fundamentally sound.
Right. Right.
But what they was taught in high school kind of carried over to what we were doing in travel ball. So we would practice on weekends and have tour days or what have you to get acclimated to the system.
Right.
But it wasn't much skill. It was just they was already skilled. It was just learning the system. And once you put them in the system, they were pretty good.
I never had a system, so I guess I don't know.
So I got a recap.
you got a
Yeah,
system,
you got
boy.
a system.
You do got a system. You've been running the same damn play your whole damam coaching
They call
career.
it
That's a
pinkalicious.
system. That's a system.
That's your system.
It wasn't a system.
It was.
That's your system.
We called it foundation. It wasn't a system.
Still
It
a
was
system.
we just had to have a start place.
Tomato.
I'm just saying, like I never.
But that is your system.
You had
I
a
just
system.
I just didn't want. I don't want no system.
All right, Taurus, I got a new reclass video I want to share with you guys.
A reclass?
Yeah, talking about reclassification. I know this topic always comes up, but there was a study done, and I think this is kind of interesting. It's on 60 Minutes.
About to be some bullshit.
Oh, it's on 60 Minutes.
Kids who
I think
are born
it's good.
closest to the cutoff date, who are relatively speaking the eldest in their class, have a small but not insignificant advantage, not just in first grade, but throughout their schooling history.
Gladwell cites the work of economist Elizabeth Dewey at the University of Toronto, who analyzed the data of hundreds of thousands of students in 19 countries. Even as late as the 8th grade, the older kids had higher test scores than their classmates. She believes that's because the older kids got more attention from the start.
They're just older, but they look more able, so they get in the higher reading group in kindergarten, so they learn how to read a little better. And then in first grade, they know how to read a little better, so they're put in the higher reading group again. And then they know how to read a little better in first grade, and it perpetuates over time.
She says the data also show that older kids are more likely to attend college. And then there's the issue that haunts so many parents. popularity.
I have a study looking at leadership effects, and I find that if you're relatively old in kindergarten, and that you're more likely to be a high school leader, a sports team captain, a club president. And so I think a lot of this works in this confidence boosting leadership kind of capacity.
When you've completed this, dare I say, rather arcane university study, did you think it would get the kind of attention it got?
No, not at all. Not at all.
But if you had a 5-year-old, would you hold him back?
If they were the very youngest, probably.
The kids who are born closest to the cutoff date, who are the relatively speaking the eldest.
What do y'all think about that perspective? A different perspective.
But the key word is said close to the cutoff date.
The key word is said 5 years old.
But he said, I was reclassed. I was told you I reclassed, but it wasn't on purpose.
I'm just saying, they talking about it. They talking about an early age. Number one.
Held back.
Hey, but number two.
I was 8. I was supposed to be in the 2nd grade.
If you play a team from Canada, they start later anyway. So this study is null and void anyways. Them old ass Canadians be old as shit in the United States when we play them. No disrespect to Canadians, but at the end of the day, no man. You talking about if you're older, you're in better reading. That's some bullshit.
No, I mean she's saying so she's saying that the older kids in the class, they come across as more mature, so they get more attention.
I don't believe that, because when you were growing up, the older kids, to me, in my opinion, were the dummies. No disrespect to any older kids.
Or the bigger kids. Or the bigger kids.
He called himself a dummy, not me.
I ain't call I ain't go to JUCO.
They weren't necessarily.
What you trying to say, dog? What you trying to say, dog? Damn, Drayden Carter's dumb, dog. Damn.
No, I just don't like how she said that, because
But I was on the younger end though. You know what I mean?
You weren't a leader
in school.
Could you read?
I was class clown, bro.
You weren't a leader.
But could you read?
No.
I wasn't a
I could
leader.
read.
Could you count?
So all of a sudden,
I was a leader, but I was like.
This is what I'm saying. All y'all were leaders, whether it was good or bad. I'm sorry.
I was in trouble all the
For
time.
example,
That doesn't mean you weren't a leader.
Ricky Williams was a teacher's pet, right? And so the teacher would leave him in charge. It's kind of shit I used to do.
Bubba Johnson was a leader.
So the teacher used to leave him in charge and stuff, and so when she would leave, and he would be like the class monitor the class, and he would write my name on the board because I've been acting up. So he'll put you get some check marks by your name. I got a long line, and shit.
Me too.
But I had the whole class going teacher's pet, teacher's pet. See, I had the whole class doing that shit. So I was a leader.
So was he older?
I don't know if Ricky was older.
I was
Or not.
always the youngest.
But this is what I'm saying.
But fast forward,
class.
when we was in 8th grade, and I think I told this story before, they had a spelling bee in every class in 8th grade at Pierce. And it was me and Ricky, the last two men standing.
You beat him?
Yeah, Ricky spelled the shit wrong. I spelled it right. Hey, but they let him spell it again.
See?
What
They
grade
let
it
him go
was?
again. This 8th grade.
What y'all spelling, Jet?
No, this is right now.
G-I-T.
So he spelled it again. They gave him another shot, and I spelled it right. And it was like, well, I guess Joe won. So the winner of each class went to the library, and they had a big spelling bee with the whole school.
Got a pizza
on
certificate?
on the screen, on the TV
how it was
screen.
I want to know the
So
word
I was
list.
like, I don't want to go to the library. You can go ahead and let Ricky go. And Ricky was the first one. I hope Ricky ain't watching this. He gonna be mad as hell. But Ricky was the first one eliminated. Bro.
What word?
Yeah, we
I
want
don't
to know the
what
word
it
list.
was, but
Esophagus.
I was smart. I just didn't really. I didn't apply myself.
I'm not
You know what I mean?
saying, I'm not, look, that study was some bullshit, first of all.
I was a stud.
First of all, I didn't understand a word she said because she had a lisp. Then the dude that was talking, he's damn near dead. You heard what he said.
Hey, that's
He's-
Mike Wallace. Leave the guy alone.
Well, he need to go and do something else.
Sounds a legend,
All right? Well, not for this. Because you're saying that if you're older, you're a leader, you're smarter. No, you're not. Teachers don't look and say, "Oh, yeah." he's
So
more mature."
when you're an older kid and you were smaller,
I've always been a leader, and I was the youngest.
I'm gonna expand on it. I mean, you probably was an outlier. You were probably one of the younger, smarter guys. Because KP could have. He could have graduated.
KP was with me.
KP was. I was with you.
I graduated at 17. Oh, he was with
KP,
you.
Right, KP could have been. Rodney Fields graduated 2 years after me, a year after KP, and he's a year older than KP. You know what I mean? So KP is that young. But when we went to college, like KP, one of the smartest guys I know, like hands down, period. And it's because he has a photographic memory. Like a new rap song can come out, he hear it twice and rap the whole song. Like he's like one of them weird guys like that can do that kind of stuff. And we was in class, and the first day, and this is in college, and we sitting by the door. I'm here, KP right behind me. So they had an icebreaker where the first person had to say their first name and what they want to do when they finish college. The second person had to say that person's first name and what they want to do in college, and they got to say theirs. The third person has to say them two, and then I got like the first, and we all the way at the end. I'm second to last, he last. I got like the first three, the little chick in the middle, maybe one more over here, and that was it. KP was like, Dre, teacher. John, accountant. Chris, skill center. Ben, broke it down. And it was a few people that had made some decent little runs, but this man just going through the list, bro, like just going through it. Everybody like, I turned around like, what the fuck? Like, and that's just how his brain worked. But he was like 2 years younger than all of us. He wasn't even old enough to get in the club like for that whole first year of school with us. You know what I mean? He wasn't even 18, couldn't get in the club. So he's an outlier because he's smart. But I do believe that, and I will talk about this offline too because I don't want to put about it. But just from the travel ball and knowing some of the kids' ages, and we get their report cards and stuff. Like I see some relevance in this.
So for me, academically, I got better once I got to college, which is crazy.
But a lot of people do.
My first year was because I took it seriously. I
because
was like,
you get
college.
interested on the stuff that you really want to study.
I beg to differ.
No, I ain't gonna say that.
I took it.
What you do?
When I first got to college, I had all A's, and I did have some college prep courses because I was Prop 48. But I mean, it was easy. But I had some teammates that I saw that couldn't do it, and I used to write their papers for them. And actually, Professor Reynolds, who was at Polk, she wrote the book for the class, like the 3-tree paragraph format. She actually, and I used to write my papers about just growing up in West Tampa, and I used to write papers like that, and she used to leave notes on it. Like she said, this paper reminds me of a book I read called Makes Me Want to Holler and stuff. This lady held me out the class.
A teacher said that?
The professor, bro.
Make you want to holler.
That's the book. It's a book from McCall, Nathan McCall's book.
You was in a remediate class?
No, but
they had remediate class.
Right, but you don't get this for what I'm about to tell you. Remedial classes. This lady held me out the class one day, and she said that I'm an alumni of University of Florida. She said there's a scholarship in my name every year. She said I would love for you to have this scholarship, like to go to Florida to be a writer. And this is my dumb ass tell the lady. I could have now the joke now was like, damn, I could have went there, walked on, you know what I mean?
Right.
But and I told the lady, I said, I mean, I guess you just like how I write, but I'm just here to play basketball. And she was like, I mean, if you change your mind, I really think you got, you know what I mean, a lot of talent and this and that and the other. You don't get that at Remedial, boy.
I
was smart, but I was dumb.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's one skill, because you count. You back and right.
I could count.
Did you know when
Shoot, I count
know
right
when
now,
World War I and World War II?
I don't agree with the study.
I mean, I think it has some relevance. What you think, Taurus?
Any study has.
What do you think about that study?
Yeah, I mean, typically, even in corporate America, you see the guys that are older, taller, they tend to get the
Stop, hold up. We ain't gonna talk about no height.
CEO positions. I agree with it. It's, again, it's to a certain extent, it's our internal bias that we don't even realize exists.
Oh, no. Well, that's what I'm saying.
It's like it's an unconscious bias, I think, and I think those.
But that's
older
a bias.
kids
That's not proof. I'm just saying I like red bones. I think red bones are the smartest bras in the world. That's just what I like. That's a bias. Right or wrong?
Hey, no,
Hey, nobody agreeing with you.
What's wrong with you? Hey,
I like my wife.
Me too.
I like mine too.
Me
Red
too.
bone.
Love you, Christian.
Red
Love my
bone.
wife.
Hey, listen. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't agree. I mean, there's always gonna be a study where you can say, "Oh yeah, I do see that," but No, that's like a magic trick.
I mean, if it weren't for John, I wouldn't have my master's.
And I'm the little guy.
Yeah, see, that's my thing. I could get a free master's from T-Mobile, and I'm done with school.
No, not all of them.
I ain't about that life at all.
Nah, but it wasn't that hard.
What?
I'm just on
You would have been good at our masters. It was about writing.
Right. It was about writing.
Yeah.
Hey, I thought I was good in math till I ran into trigonometry. That shit made me do a U-turn.
Biology. I thought science was my favorite.
But the study's not saying that it determines leadership or intelligence, but that people tend to perceive a bias towards.
But see, she didn't use that word. I agree with you on that. That's what it's saying.
She did say that. She said it.
She said that they are leaders. They are. She didn't say it's a perception.
Yeah.
She
let me
said
break
that.
it down.
She was saying that's what they were saying.
She's saying those kids are put in situations, because they
get more attention.
Right, they get more attention, and then she said it just continues. It's like a domino effect. Like it just.
Y'all
carries.
seen Blue Chips?
Mm-hmm.
That study right there is culturally biased.
Neon Bedeau said that Blue Chips. Yeah, you see, you thought you got
I agree.
All right,
You know what I mean?
Here we go.
It could be.
Here we go.
Let's go with the Shea Cotton video. Let's see what we got there. Let's see if they.
James said, "Here we go."
We're gonna be here till midnight.
What time is it? We almost done.
We got your rankings.
No, this watch the Shea Cotton. That's a good one.
How long is
That's
this?
not shit.
Yeah, it's a minute 47.
He's coming.
Hey,
We came up here to AAU scene together. What do you think of the AAU scene now?
Very watered down. I think people are unrealistic.
awesome.
Parents live
Can you turn it up?
too much through their kids.
Making a job too early.
Yeah, and they need to parent. Stop trying to be coach and parent. Let the coach do his thing. And just be a parent. Come support the kid. And if you haven't done where your kid's trying to go, then just be quiet.
Well,
Put somebody in place that has done it to help them and let them do their job. I think that's part of it. It's too much hovering over the kids. They're making them a commodity way too young, and they don't know what they're setting them up for. Setting them up for failure. Everybody's not going to be able to rebound.
Man, come on, man.
I'm blessed to be here. I almost took my life, and it's real. People see me, they see me smiling, put a new fit on, get a cut, and they think I'm good. But I'm really dying inside.
We can cut it.
It's
right
how
there,
we
right?
handle.
Or y'all want to keep going?
You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
That's when you know who you are. When every
Cut it here. Keep going.
No, that's good.
All right, because he starts talking about some other stuff.
Mental health does sound like.
Yeah, I mean, but they kind of get back on topic a little bit. But those who don't know who that is, Shea Cotton was ahead of his time. He was like probably bigger than LeBron. Yeah, he actually was. Ain't no probably about it. He was bigger than LeBron. He was. I want to say he was 2 years after me.
He's in California, right?
Yeah, he was on the West Coast, but we used to hear about it. This wasn't no social media and all that. You hear about him from Street and Smith magazine,
USA
Dick
Today.
Vitale.
right? But he was on the front of Sports Illustrated as a 9th grader going into high school. His parents got offered a house and 2 cars to go to a high school coming in as a freshman. Like he was like that. Nike would send him shoes. Like he wore a different pair of shoes every time he played ball, whether it was an AAU tournament, basketball camp, high school game. He wore a different pair of shoes every time. Kids just be like, "Can I have your shoes?" Like stuff. Like he was like that. And I don't know if you ever seen the video where Kobe was saying, "Are you the best because you bigger and stronger than everybody at an early age, and you know this and that and the other." He was talking about Shea Cotton because when they played against each other, he got the best of Kobe, but he was able to muscle him. Like I think somebody described him. They say he had the body of LeBron, the athleticism of Jordan, and the personality of like Artest. Fight you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And,
well, that's what they were talking about. The 5th and 6th grader that's so big, that's dominating, and when you get older, these, because now he probably couldn't touch
even
them.
out.
Right.
Right.
And sometimes they do, but
He was good, though.
I just wanted to put out there who this guy is. But going back to now, he's on the AAU scene and stuff like that. When he played back in the day, and now what he talked about with what's going on with the AAU scene. Like, what do you guys think about that?
I mean, I agree. I mean, I think it's too much going on. There's not enough teams that stick together and try to grow together and learn the game and develop together. Parents, of course, hey, if you're not giving me what I feel my child needs, then I'm going over here. or worst case, I'm gonna start my own shit.
Right.
So that's I think because I think Matt Barnes said that as it goes on. So I think that's what he's talking about. So I definitely agree.
Yep. Yeah, because back in the day, you had Team Florida. You had Team Florida, and we had like a Team Tampa, and that was it around here. And
that was it for the state.
Right.
Not
for the state. I mean, you had probably
you didn't have a lot of teams.
Tampa Catholic played as a high school team. They played together, and Coach DeZagua, he got them in, and they would play.
We put together a team we called it Minnesota, and we played in the Sunshine State games. That was it.
Bro, in Lawton, Oklahoma, there was one team in Oklahoma City.
Right.
You had to try to make it. This was 94, 93.
Yeah, you didn't have those teams like that. Team Florida was where you wanted to be.
Right. And then Team Florida had a tryout at USF. And I didn't see this until we started the Hillsborough County Hoops group. I think Ed posted the newspaper clipping where it says Team Florida is having a tryout at USF and invited players, and they had my name in there. I saw that shit 30 years later. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and they were using you the market they joined.
I mean, apparently they probably wanted me to come, but I guess they didn't know how to get in contact with me. I guess they thought I would see it in the paper or something, or unless they contacted my coach and he just didn't tell me. But I definitely would have went and tried out because after the season, I was like, dang, man, what am I going to do now? Because our coach didn't put us in summer league or anything. And I would get out of shape every summer. I didn't have the discipline to go work out on my own and stuff like that. I just didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, the season over, whatever. And Chris Hockley called and was like, hey, my dad's putting an AAU team together, Team Tampa. Got Damon Smith, Leo Murray, and myself. You want to run? I was like, yeah. And that's how I played. But I definitely would have went and tried out for Team Florida.
But there's a lot of teams, so I'm just putting it out there. When they start making these $99 tournaments, you get 2-3 games. I think that's what orchestrated all these mom and pop teams.
I can see that.
Because it was just local, and you could just pay $99 and you get two and three games, for the young kids.
I think they started doing it before that, but I think that there was a market because that was happening. I think there was a market for that, and people started going to those tournaments with those little mom and pop teams, and then it just opened up more, where you start having more where people just take the YMCA team
because they know the kids weren't good enough to go to those
tournaments,
because they know they'll get pretty big. So now you just on the same talent level when you go to those. Right. We used to play them.
So Dave's getting antsy, man. Let's go to the average Joe's ranking. Torres, you still got my intro, man.
Yep.
This the first day, right?
It's the preseason rankings. Go ahead and dust that intro off, man. Let's hit them.
I know who's not on there.
Play my beat.
I plead the fifth.
Well, actually, I opened it up to 25. Man. So Dre, you might have made it.
Oh no!
Might have made it.
I mean,
And now it's time for the Average Joe's rankings.
and my brother,
we got to work our way up. We got to work our way up.
25, and there's 44 teams, and you said Dre didn't make it?
Nah, he ain't made it yet.
Top 25? I wouldn't even put us in there.
You top 25, you think?
No.
All right, Taurus, let's go with the power.
I'm going to tell everybody Joe's going. I got a lot of text messages.
Top 25.
People really are waiting for Joe's rankings.
Yeah, it's going to piss some
We're going to knock off Blake.
Now, these rankings.
Hey, I got one. Actually, hold on.
Hold on. What did you just say?
We're going to knock off Blake this year, January 16th.
Hey, if you knock off Blake this year, we all coming in here wearing red, baby, for you.
No, you ain't got to wear red.
I'll do more than wear red.
So what you got? What you about to say, Dave?
Red Speedo.
Two things. First, red Speedos. Oh boy, it's like the guy in the NFL sidelines yesterday. You see that? It's all over social media. It's pretty awesome. All right. First thing, give a shout out to John, Chris, and Celeste. They ran a killer sneaker ball on Saturday night. I think there was over 400 people there. They did a tremendous job. This is, I think it's year 3 they let the white guy go. But no, I know white guy couldn't go the first 2 years.
The first 2 years just minorities. No, I'm messing with you.
So great event at the facility. It's great to go there to see people that are connected with Skills Center from other walks of life. Joe won the shoe of the night. There was a little controversy by a couple people in the back, though, with the guy with the red jacket. He thought he had the nicest shoes, too.
Nah, he did.
What he had on? Just some regular Jordans? I got some regular Jordans. I saw the picture.
Hey, Joe, we ready, boy?
Oh, here the other ones.
Joe,
There they are.
So Christian thinks you should auction those off.
Yo.
I mean, I thought I would have won for originality.
There they are, baby.
But I mean,
And
I was
you
like,
being on this,
I was looking around. I was like, man, I mean, I
Breland boys.
didn't think I was gonna win.
We
but
should. Christy thinks we should
Breland
auction
boys,
those
baby.
off.
That's
That's the
nice.
third pair.
We chose right. We chose right.
Yeah, I think so.
You finding them like that, or you?
And I'm gonna get some customs made. I'm gonna get some customs made every year, man. I'm gonna get.
Next year, hook me up. You know, Puerto Rican
Yeah, no, I got my guy that can.
Oh no, I need the Spider-Man. He's half black, half Puerto Rican.
Did you see? I show you Spider-Man that he made. That when I told him that I won, he sent me.
No, I need that.
Yeah, he sent me.
Hey, come on, Dave. Let's go, man. What were you saying?
We working on our shoes for next year.
Y'all better step y'all game up. They're going to be 10 and 8.
Right. All right, what we
Go
got?
ahead, Dave.
And then what was the sneaker ball? And then there was one other thing, and then I got distracted.
I'm sorry, you got cut off.
Oh, no, I know where we're going. Second thing. It's been November 7th, tomorrow. High school coaches, please update your schedules with your games, especially around the holiday season, because we're doing an outreach. We're reaching out to coaches, especially in Midwest and Northeast that have a lot of Division IIs, Division IIIs that want to come down. You need to put your schedules updated, correct, with where you're playing in tournaments so that these coaches can come and watch you. So let's try to do that because we have a lot of coaches that are reaching out that want to come. And then last week, I actually had one person send me a DM that said thank you for putting their kid on their list. I thought that I got one thank you and 3 I didn't know what I was talking about. So that was pretty good.
Yeah, I get a call from. I get a couple calls every year, but I got a kid that one of the college coaches reached out to as well. Mid-major D1 reached out to one of the kids last week.
Yeah.
So they calling. So if they don't know where you're playing,
It's your own
and
fault.
us.
Yeah.
All right. This might be the most awaited show
All right.
for a while.
It's only 12 people watching.
Yeah, I know. Average Joe's rankings.
YouTube people watch a lot on it.
All right, so we got 25. So this is based off of what I've seen in Summer League, Fall League, also just from what I saw from the team last year. And again, this is just my own personal.
I don't mean to cut you off, but real fast. Remember when I said that NILs kind of ruined the game, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't like how Angel Reese was kind of going all crazy. Colorado just beat LSU. Just so you know, they beat them by 20. Go ahead, my bad. My bad. That's crazy.
So this is based off of just what I think personally. This is my own personal opinion. But you have a chance. Coaches out there, players out there, you have a chance. You have a chance to prove me right or prove me wrong with your player, with your coaching. And I will say that every week I do this. All right? So these rankings could change based on wins and losses throughout the season. All right, Torres, let's hit me. Hit me with the first one.
Hold on, this in order? Hold on.
When you start with 25?
I meant to
This
pull
number
my-
25?
So number 25.
Ball bull. Then you change your picture, Joe.
Robinson Knights.
Said ball bull.
We got Robinson
Mike
Knights.
Tyson fight.
We got to type these as we're going. Hold on. All right, go.
Why? Oh, we asking why?
Why we got to type them or why?
No.
Now, why are they 25?
I mean, MJ Ward left. They lost. I mean, they lost.
Oh, so they were hired last year.
Yeah.
All
They
right,
ended
bet,
16 maybe.
Okay.
Something like that. They lost MJ Ward, and that's a big loss for them. I didn't really get to see much of them. Jordan Mickens is a really good player for them. I bet they had an athletic kid inside. I don't know if he was a senior or not, but they can work their way back up. All right, so hit me with 24. 24, Tampa Bay Tech. Tampa Tech.
How you say it, John? 24?
24.
I like the I like the culture they building over there with Glenn. He's doing a good job with them, and they make it fun with how they are on the bench and stuff like that. But
Young Thundercats.
yeah, 24 right now for Tate, but they can work their way up. So take me to 23. Winthrop College Prep Academy.
Whoa.
They lost a lot. Jordan Spicer left. Other kid left. It's gonna be Alex Excellence gone. He's graduated.
But
they got Jason over there.
they got that dog, Jason Johnson, baby.
And they got Kai.
They got Kai. Love Kai.
And they got the other guard too. They possibly could be a little bit higher, but they got some work to do. And they got good coaching.
Yeah, the coach does a good job over there.
They play a tough schedule too.
Yep. Hit me. Alonzo, 22. So
Alonzo.
21. 25, 24, 20. They got to be 21. 25, 24, 23.
Robinson's 25. Takes 24.
Oh, I put them twice. My bad. Sorry.
Man, I got. You see the number on the bottom?
Public school math.
Hey,
Public school math.
He was on the younger
That's
side
public math.
of that
Public math.
data. He was on the younger side of the data.
I didn't see the 22. That's like driver's.
Don't worry, you graduated at 16 probably.
17.
So Alonzo lost a lot. As you can see, they got Woody Machado and Cole Galeski making the all-time team. They're new additions to that team. They lost those two. They also lost a little guard they had too, the little feisty guy. Didn't make this list, but a pretty good player. And they also lost Ian. Ian transferred. Their transfer portal got him as well. So they lost a lot. But another team with good coaching. Right. I think they're going to surprise.
Is that Jonathan Ball, the comedian?
Yep.
Stop it.
Yeah, he was. Remember, he was the picture on the joint. He dropped big time.
You went to UT, right?
Yes, played at UT. He dropped the third team, though. That's pretty big. Middleton at 21.
Okay, Johnny.
I think Middleton got a couple guys in there. The one kid that you saw at the campus didn't come in.
Oh, yes. Sway.
Yeah, I think he's really going to – he makes them go. I think he's going to make them go.
Good.
He transferred from Brooks to Barlow. I think they'll be surprising some teams this year. They got some good pieces. They were coming to the runs I was doing, and I was like, they're going to be all right from what I see.
Yep. They play hard.
No, I was going to say, I'm looking at this list. Jarek Leith was tough.
Who?
Jarek Leith.
Don't know.
Played at Middleton.
I see his name on there, but I don't know.
Real long, slim.
He can read. Remember, he just told you.
I think so, yeah.
Jarek was tough.
All right, so now we're top 20.
All right, so the top 20.
Here we go.
Sefner Christian at number 20. They lost Malik. They lost the big. They lost Cousins left.
E. Hayes, the disrespect, bro. The disrespect. That's your boy,
and they also lost skill center kid that I'm drawing a blank. I know his dad very well. His dad is the Armwood. He's a coach with Dave.
That Dave?
With me?
Anthony. James Anthony.
James Anthony. Yeah.
That's my guy too.
He's at one.
I'm getting. Oh yeah, he's at one. Yeah. So they lost a lot. So they're 20. They got to work their way up. I'm sure. I watched them in the fall league. They're not bad. Kai Levy's pretty good. Vernon's really come around.
Their schedule's a buzz.
Yeah, they got a tough schedule. But losing those games don't hurt them that bad.
Not in Joe's rankings.
Yeah, in the average Joe's rankings. Next up, you got Durant. So Durant has the twins and the shooter, Austin White, still. So anytime you got a guy like Austin White, you always got a chance to win. Now, they lost a lot. They had a lot of seniors last year, and they lost a lot. But 19, they can work their way up.
You got a new coach.
Yep, and a new coach, correct.
His grandfather was a legend.
18. Hillsborough. Hillsborough showed flashes where I initially had them up higher, but then they dropped a few games, and I didn't know it was fall league. But
I was gonna say they already dropped.
Well, I mean, I put this together like weeks ago, but fall league was still going on, so I still was kind of moving things around based off of what I saw. Now I don't know what they're gonna get from football. They might get some football, but they have an opportunity to move up. What they play in coaching, good coaching over there. So we'll see how it goes. When I watched them play who did they play? I want to see the Blessed team they played. When I saw them play them, I was like, they're going to be really good. But then they stumbled a little bit after that, a little bit. So I'm like, maybe I got to let them earn it a little bit. So got them at 18.
Man, that font's small.
17. Spoto.
Oh.
Yep, Spoto, man.
Okay.
Spoto's played. They had a really good fall. I thought
That's
they
our
played
guy
really
right
good,
there in the
real
picture,
scrappy.
Beltran.
They get in the gym, man. The coaching staff over there at Spoto's doing a good job of keeping the team active, getting them in the gym. I think they're gonna surprise a lot of people this year.
That's what's up.
They got some
KJ was my
athleticism,
dude, too.
good
Oh,
athleticism over their size. They're gonna be pretty good.
That kid that was in fall.
16.
Dunking like crazy.
Sumner.
16?
Yep, at 16.
Man.
Sumner, I mean, they lost.
Yeah, they lost a lot.
Yeah, they lost a lot.
You got my man Jake the Snake over there, though, dog.
Yep, Jacob Douglas still over there.
Dougie Doug.
They lost Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
is Jacob the only returning starter?
I think the kid. No, he didn't start.
He's the only returning starter, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean,
They
I
got a
remember-
football. They got a
Yeah, they got
football.
a football
player
Oh,
coming back.
okay.
So, but I got them at 16. They should be all right. They played pretty good in the hoop vibe, I thought.
They got a new coach too.
Yep, a new coach. You got Jacob over there, who's he makes them go. They got some good pieces, man. Some good athletes, and whatever they
And
get. from
Jacob
football,
is a leader.
He's a leader.
Young and little.
Yep.
I'm just saying. That data that y'all put up there, that's
But where is he fall on the age spectrum? He ain't on the young end.
Yeah, he is.
No, he ain't. Jacob's birthday was like last month, bro.
And Jacob almost 23.
No, he's not.
They like Benjamin Buttons. What you talking about?
Jacob has that September birthday. Him, Sheaf, all of them.
Me too, but I still graduated 17.
Yeah, but they in the right grade though. So they
You started early because you're military.
They fit the bill of what I just played. They
military. If you were
so you
starting
basically
school in
confirmed that
No, I
you
did
agree
not. Go
with
to the next
thing.
one. 15 is what?
15. Tampa Preparatory School at 15.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they got really good guard play. I mean, they lost AJ, which I think that hurts. He went back to Wharton. Well, he went to Wharton. That's where he's on for. That's why I said went back. Should have probably went there
From the
yeah. But Tampa Prep, man, the schedule isn't super tough, but they do got some games in there. I was looking at their schedule today. So they might move up a bit, especially if they can knock off some of those teams they have. I don't know who's going to be in the Tampa Preparatory Tournament.
Plant Senate.
But we'll see. Plant Senate this year?
Yeah.
Good.
The prep schedule's tougher than it was last year.
Good. It is a little tougher than last year, for sure. All right.
14.
Let's go to 14. 14, we got Newsom. Hold on, wait a minute.
Back up,
King. We got King High School.
That's 14.
At 14, we got King High School.
No. Yeah. 14. Let's go.
Yep, so you got King. King showed some flashes of, playing really well, especially the first time I saw him in the Jumanji. I thought they would be really good, but they hit a couple of tough patches. They lost your Puerto Rican kid. He went to Gaither, I think.
That's a big loss if he's Puerto Rican.
Yeah, he's but still some really good pieces over there, man. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Chris is gonna put it together, and
So they lost
I would expect them
Ziegler.
to move up.
So my question.
They lost a lot.
I got a question.
Mhm.
So didn't you go back and revisit the all-time team?
Not all of
while
them.
I was gone?
Not all of them. We only did a couple.
Oh.
So
The ones that say 2023 at the top is the ones we revisited.
King's always gonna play hard though.
They lost Ziegler. Who else did it?
They lost Ziegler. They lost Chris. They lost the kid that the one I used to say reminds me of Marcus Smart.
What about the big
They
kid,
lost
the
a big.
6'6" kid?
Yep, they lost a big.
But I thought they added one. They got TJ.
They added Julian.
Yeah, they added
TJ
Julian.
will be playing
TJ.
more this year. Mosin will be playing more this year.
Julian was a.
Yeah, so Julian's
Yeah.
a big pickup for
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
They had Adrian, I think his name was. That was a Puerto Rican kid. They lost him. I thought he was pretty good in the Jumanji joint, but
I only seen him play one game, but I think it was a bad game against Bell Creek.
Yeah.
That's the only game I saw him play this summer.
All right, so that's who we got at 14. At 13, Newsom. Now they lost a lot, but still pretty good, man. They got a hell of a shooter over there. Ethan Moore. No, his name. Ethan
Moore.
Is Ethan Moore his name? Ethan Moore, really good shooter. He's the leader. He's really turned into a leader for them. When I saw him in the fall league, I mean, they beat the crap out of Bayshore Christian, but
Hey, Torrey, you got some snacks back there or something, man?
but
Guy comes one a week.
Yep, so that's what I got for 13. 12. Leto.
Wow.
Got him at 12, huh?
Is that low or high? What we got over here? Low or high?
It's kind
I don't know.
It's kind of low. I mean,
Christian chirping over there.
It just depends on who down below.
Yeah, we gotta see who down below. But 12. Leto is they're one of those teams like you don't know what you're gonna get. Like sometimes they come out, kicking ass. Then sometimes they kind of come out and they get upset. You know what I mean? Like they beat Bell. I think they beat Slam in fall league, and then they lost to Freedom the next day.
wow.
Which losing to Freedom ain't really. Losing to Freedom ain't really a bad thing this year because they had a really good fall league, which takes us to number 11. Which is Freedom.
Yeah, Freedom in front of Leto.
Yeah, they actually
They say
beat
Freedom
Leto,
was
they beat
looking
Leto,
good,
but they
yeah.
beat them in fall league. But the way Freedom plays now, you got Caleb over there, who's Nikosi's son, Caleb, who's playing really well for them. Yep, and you got this kid that moved here from like Indiana or something like that. He sets the tone for them. Like he makes them just play so much harder. Then they got Jose, the Spanish kid that shoots the threes. Like I mean, he's a knockdown shooter. I mean, they got a good little team. They got a pretty good little team. They're gonna surprise a lot of people.
I think Kent's a good coach too. He took 2 years off, came back.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna surprise a lot of teams, man. Like they're gonna be hard to beat when they play like that. They're gonna be real hard to beat. Yeah, had some good games in fall. All right, let's hit
this top 10.
Top 10.
Oh,
Tampa Cap.
Oh,
they haven't been this low since 2009.
Lost a lot.
They
You lose
did lose
Edwin
a lot.
Bronson. You lose Carter Knox. You lost Caleb.
Gatewood.
Yep, Gatewood left.
Drayton.
What's the kid?
Drayton left.
What's your dude's name? Kid that was Wendell Ward. No, he left last year.
Branch, he's gone. He
Branch.
graduated.
Yeah, he had already left.
He left last
So this year, I think is gonna show how good.
No, this year you're gonna see how good he is.
Right. Well, hey, you got to show me.
He's pretty good.
I'm not saying he's not.
Isaiah Campbell.
But this is his opportunity to put the team, him be the lead role.
Yep.
So
10 is low, but you can't lose a nuke like Kevin Knox and not expect to drop.
Carter.
Carter.
Who I say? Kevin?
Yeah,
It's Carter Knox.
I want to see where you place him on this list.
Who?
Carter.
The people, Chris. The people place the players.
When we update, yeah, he's he gonna
The
be
people
on there.
place the list.
No, he didn't do the updates.
Yeah, somebody getting bumped.
No, I know, but he gets it from the people.
Not no more.
Not anymore.
Oh, you doing it?
Yeah, after 2023, I said we seen everybody, so we can all chime in on it.
See,
But we gonna have to discuss. We gonna have to
It's
discuss
like that rankings you were talking about.
Because I do ask y'all, I'm like, look, is anybody make this list in 2023? But is somebody gonna get bumped?
Oh yeah, he has to. Yeah.
I mean, Berkeley too. We gotta look at Berkeley.
Hey.
You got Ed.
You got Ed and Carter.
Yeah.
Listen, Carter. They say Carter the best player in OT.
Dude,
boy.
I watched his.
He dropping 30 with ease right now.
Hey, listen, I don't know if Ed will be. We'll have to worry about the first list, but
Carter's got to go in the first
But
list.
you taking away first team, second team,
I
third
already
team.
thought about this earlier today, so I already know who I'm gonna move.
Ooh.
I already know who I will move.
I thought you can't. I know, right? I thought you can't move. I thought you put them where and then they just drop.
Nah, I move him around. I move him around.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I already see who I'm gonna move.
Let's
see when we get to it. All right,
Hey,
take us to number 9.
Love, don't let him do you like that, dog.
Plant City at number 9.
Hey, you know what? We got a lot of these teams on our schedule.
Yeah, y'all got a tough schedule.
A lot of the top 10?
Top 25.
Number 9, Plant City. Always well coached, scrappy. They got a couple new guys in. They from the transfer portal.
Yeah, they got transfer portal.
Yep, they got one of Dre's. Strawberry Crest got hurt pretty hard in that transfer portal this year, man. Y'all lost a couple. Y'all didn't get hurt as bad as Brooks to Barlow, though, man. They got destroyed. As you see, they ain't come up on this list.
Damn, yeah.
We got destroyed.
Not as bad as Brooks, man. I feel bad for coaching them over there. It's going to be a rough rebuild
Ain't
year.
nobody coming to see you, Otis.
But that's what we got at number 9. Number 8. Let's Panthers.
Ooh, it's gonna be a little potty.
This the highest they been. It's probably because you left, huh?
They got a new assistant, new offensive coordinator.
Now, Plant is a team that, see, Willis think he's slick.
What you talking about, Willis?
He try to keep things on the low. He try to down talk stuff.
Yeah, tell Willis to put his stats in.
Willis, put them stats in.
Stats in, Willis. I see you're watching.
But Plant is Plant's very good. I saw them at the FABC. I was really impressed with how they played. They even picked up a few guys after that.
Oh, they played well in the summer league. Really well.
I didn't get to see him in.
I saw them in the summer league. Yeah. They were really good.
They
played well together.
He picked up where Wiener left off in the apartment house.
All right, number 7.
Hey, Willis, you hear that?
Bell Creek.
Bell Creek.
Oh, that's awesome.
Bell Creek at number 7.
Is that low?
That's low. I mean, but also too, we want to send our condolences out to the Bell Creek, Bell Creek, and also
family Escalade.
Escalade's family. Elijah Payne.
That's tough.
Passed away. Yeah, that was
Definitely
very
tough.
near and dear. It's one of Dre's former players.
Then I gave him that nickname.
Yep,
This stuck with him since he was in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
You know, I never knew the kid, but he was never one of those. When you saw him play,
Humble,
he just
man.
just played,
Humble,
didn't talk.
Don't talk, but it's
Like one of the quietest, biggest dudes you see.
Big teddy bear.
Yep.
Don't talk, man.
Yeah, real good kid, real good family. When I used to first started with the travel out of the state stuff, I always had to rent cars at Enterprise. His dad was working there, and he's a good guy, real, down to earth guy, and just a good family, man. That's a tough loss for the basketball world in general.
Our condolences.
Definitely condolences to the family.
Definitely rocked the Philon household. JoJo, Tasha, myself. So it's tough, man. But Bell Creek at 7. At 6, Jesuits.
Ooh, you put them at 6. Huh?
At 6, that's a good team. Jesuit at 6. What y'all think about that? That too low for Jesuit?
They said he had them in the top 5.
I seen him play against Lato. I seen him play against Lato. They beat Lato.
Yeah.
I mean, they go as their guards go right now.
Right.
So they got 2 of the best guards in the county, I would say.
Their backcourt is really good.
Do they make this list after they graduate?
Let me see. Hold on.
They're not the first one.
No, you ain't.
Going in the second one.
You ain't rocking the first one.
How tough was McMahon to me in high school? I know he went to Florida Southern.
Only person I know.
How tough is Dylan Snyder?
Tough.
Better than these 2? Right.
Different type of player.
I know Devin Harris was.
Oh, yeah. You ain't taking Devin Harris off.
No, sir.
Different type of player.
He should be higher.
That's the only one I recognize on there.
He should be behind
Jack Fleming was good. I watched him.
He's not. They're not moving McManamy.
Nah. Second,
He didn't score like that.
What about Jack? Are they better than Jack?
Not better than Jack.
Jack is still center kid, wasn't he?
Jack Fleming?
Yeah.
No.
That ain't that Jack?
No, not that. Jack Cooper you talking about.
Jack Cooper.
But Jack Fleming was tough.
Yeah. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Andrew Darce.
Stevie's not even on the. Yeah.
Wow. And Stevie was tough.
Stevie was tough.
All right. So we're gonna have to calibrate on that. Then.
Top 5.
SFA Academy at number 5.
No.
They should.
Ain't that a prep school?
They can't. They're.
I mean,
what's going on?
They're PG.
What does that mean?
They got
Postgrad.
Postgrads.
Oh.
Yeah, they part of the association. High school.
They ain't got no record from last year.
Yeah, I know. I got them 0-0, but I saw them though. I mean, actually, I was kind of screwing them a little bit at 5, but I mean, we'll take them out.
They're not FHSA.
Are they FHSA?
No.
Well, I knew they weren't FSHA, but we still said we was going to cover
But they're
them.
postgrad. They got postgrads.
So you can put Osmar in there.
Osmar, not Hillsborough County. I would have loved to put Osmar in there.
That's crazy. Isn't Osmar closer than Plant City?
No.
Plant City is Hillsborough County.
To Hillsborough County?
It's about the same.
No.
I mean,
Plant City is Hillsborough County, though.
Plant City is Hillsborough County.
No, I know, but
But just saying based out.
All right, so scratch SFA. I'll go ahead and make a change on that.
You can't put a PG.
They can't play anybody.
Well, they got post grad, so I guess that's a little bit different.
Oh,
play
they
on
have
the court.
post grads playing on their high school team.
Yeah.
That's what Dave said.
Do they for real?
Yeah, they're playing a postgrad schedule.
Oh.
I mean, they're playing a post grad schedule, or do they have post grad kids?
We were told they had postgrad kids on their roster.
The source cannot go with "we were told." You need proof.
You got to say my sources tell me.
Yeah,
so you got to
the
say
source.
something.
You're the source.
Well, when they put
Dave.
it on Max Preps, we'll see it. So
You're the source, Dave.
So right now they're in there until.
Well, I thought we were only doing FHSA teams too. We weren't doing.
We talked about that. Y'all said we was going to cover them.
I wasn't part of the we.
Just for the record, I wasn't part of that conversation.
We were not. Neither one of us were.
Hey Joe, I'll back with you, dog.
All right.
I'll back with you. I'm with you, dog.
We'll take them out.
We keep them, dog. My dad, man.
All right, so number 4.
So they gonna drop because they don't play nobody.
Wharton High School at number 4.
They don't play nobody in the FHSA, so they gonna drop.
Yeah, they're going to be out. I mean, we take them out, then that moves everybody up, so somebody will get in.
The
Strawberry
Jesuit
Crest.
is top 5.
Yeah,
You said Strawberry Crest?
Yeah, we had 27.
Who is this?
That's Wharton High School.
Wharton's gonna be good.
And you have them at what?
4.
Interesting.
I don't think they lost a game in fall league.
Or it
And
could
you
be
put them
pretty
at
good.
4.
They got
better. They got better than last year, right?
Huntley went over there.
Oh, Huntley over there.
And then AJ went over.
Huntley,
and
AJ.
went back over
Yeah,
there.
they're gonna be pretty good, man.
Landon's playing varsity. They got a big 6'8", 6'9" boy.
So you got
that's
the
pretty
Montgomery
And
shooters.
What's the guard?
I got
good. Montgomery,
shooters.
AJ Womack,
The guard,
Lucian.
Lucian, yeah, he done got better, man.
They gonna have a good season.
And you have them at 4?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, let's see who 3 is.
Well, I know who 2 of the teams are. I don't know who the third one is.
Blake at number 3. Why you frown up, Chris?
Bro, you tripping.
I'm gonna see who number 2 and number 1. I know
You
Berkeley
tripping,
Prep
dog.
ain't been on that yet.
But who's the other one that we're missing?
You tripping.
Let's find out.
I know
Taurus
we're
hitters.
missing.
No, I know we're missing too. You tripping, dog.
Slam.
He's so stupid.
Slam.
Wait, who was 4?
Warden.
So
Blake
Slam is
3.
number 2.
Y'all don't agree with Slam? Now, the Wolverine can't play yet. And I thought about moving them because the Wolverine ain't there yet.
What do you mean he's not there yet?
I mean, he can't play, right? Off topic, can he?
You can play.
He can play to start the season?
Why not?
I thought they suspended him. So it didn't go through? I know.
I've been told he will be playing the first game of the season.
Your sources say
He'll be playing.
He hasn't been.
It was not suspended by the FHSA.
FHSA,
So there's no suspension to invoke.
Good. Well, I got them at number 2 then. They right where I would have had them. With the Wolverine, they are number 2. Wolverine's pretty
I don't
good,
give a
though.
damn if the whole damn Wolverine and his cousins came. Dog, cut that out, man.
they're pretty good though, Chris.
Man,
They are pretty good.
I don't.
They deep.
Yeah, they good now.
They was number 2 to end the year last year. when we did this. At number 1, Berkeley Preparatory School. Preparatory. Berkeley Prep at number 1. You don't agree with that either? Berkeley Prep got a squad.
I don't watch enough high school basketball to really have a say so.
They're pretty good.
But I wouldn't have Blake number 3.
So you got.
I wouldn't have Blake number 3.
No, I would have had either Slam or Blake at number 1 to start.
Over
Well,
Berkeley?
I don't.
But this is not my. This
I
is
think
not,
your top 3 are correct.
I think Blake gets better as the season goes on.
I agree. I would agree with you,
January 20.
bro.
January
Bro, are you
16.
serious?
Yeah.
bro. Both of these.
This team,
Bro, their front court is 6'8", 6'8", 6'7".
What is?
They bigger.
I don't give a damn.
What you mean?
Shut up. And can play the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Now theirs can't do that, but
They can play the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They can guard the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Man, cut that shit out. And stop playing, man.
Berkeley's pretty good.
Can they play the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? No, they're position players.
But they can match up.
Yeah,
Okay, so you got
Matthew Abel's pretty damn good, bro.
you got Matt Abel.
Gonna make a difference.
You got
Jadis.
no, but before we get there, what's my button left TC? I'm
Donnie
talking-
Morris.
Donnie Morris can match up.
Yeah.
You got
Who?
They just told me the names
Who?
today.
You said Donnie Morris.
Yeah.
he can he want the left
You know
TC.
he's-
He can match up.
Yes, you do.
You got
Did he play last year?
the other.
Yep.
He played at Berkeley last
He
year.
played at Berkeley last year.
You got Jade. You got Jadis.
Berkeley
You got
play
Jadis over there, who's a freshman, but he's real tough inside. Dunks
6'7".
everything in the paint.
Gabe.
Got Big DJ went over there
That's right. 6'8".
from Bradenton. And then you got Gabe Grimsley. You got Evan over there, and who am I missing?
His son.
I think the top 5 are correct. I don't know what
Well,
order.
take SFA
Top
out of it.
5. Yeah.
So Jesuit would be top 5 then.
Yeah, I think those top 5 are correct. Don't know what order though.
Hey, what you doing, man?
Jesuit would be top 5 then.
Oh, that my phone?
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh, no, he been going too long.
I think this might be
Who was
one of the most even years because you got some quality teams, big teams. Really do. Slam is pretty big too,
so
right around.
who's 26?
And Freedom team, Plant City is always a threat, and I might have screwed them a bit.
No, that's because he'll get better. I think he has 2 football players, so they won't be good from the jump.
And you talking
right.
about
And so, but they
Scrooge.
can beat any team at any time. Plant can beat any team at any time. Freedom is one of those teams that can beat any team at any time. Spoto can sneak up on people and beat them. We don't know what Sumner's going to have. Hillsborough. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just. I'm
Is
thinking.
Ari still at Blake?
So I ain't even going.
Yeah.
So
He's supposed to be.
So we ain't
He's
even
hurt.
just gonna get mentioned. It's a possibility of sneaking up
Nah,
on
hell
somebody.
no.
You said we ain't even gonna get mentioned.
Y'all got to earn that.
It's gonna be a good season. I was
Shit,
talking to a
I don't
coach.
even know. I think Gaither gets in at 25 now since we pulled SFA out.
Damn, Drake.
No, but
The
tell him to
disrespect, bro.
tell him to explain. He seen us play now.
Gaither actually should be in there.
Look,
I forgot about Gaither.
Tell him he seen us play.
I might have to move this around. I saw y'all play.
Yeah.
They're young.
Yeah, no.
They're real young.
You didn't have Gaither in the top?
No, I didn't. I forgot about Gaither.
Hey, we finished 5
I
and 3
probably
in
got.
fall.
I probably got Gaither.
My dog.
Hey, we finished 5 and 3 in fall.
Tell him
That's
that,
all I'm
dog.
saying, dog.
They coming.
Yeah, I got to get Gaither right now.
They coming.
Man, he don't want to hear that, dude.
They
did
coming.
what?
We finished 5 and 3 in fall league.
They coming.
Who y'all lose to?
Bro,
Newsom twice.
he was bragging because they beat Sefner.
without their player.
Right.
I ain't have my football player neither.
Look, one, they didn't have their players, and 2, like Hayes wasn't even really he wasn't even playing his guys that was there.
I played all my guys.
I know you did.
That's Hayes' fault,
So
right?
you can't go off of that. You can't go off of
I
that,
played
bro.
all. But I ain't bring up Self Christian. I just said we won
You
5
can always
games.
bring up old stuff.
You did last
ain't
time. You
saying
said
we
we
did.
beat Sefton Christian
Yeah,
after you beat him. I think that was the last time you was on.
That was private. You supposed to say that?
Oh yeah. You put that in the.
So do you,
private. That was in the green room.
so okay. No, I think the top 10 are right. I would think that
How close
Bell
is it to
Creek may be a little higher.
Blake, Berkeley, Jesuit?
What do you mean higher?
I mean,
Well, they
Higher
will.
than 7?
better than 7.
Bell Creek will be 6 now because he's getting
Well,
SFA's out.
who you got him? You got him over Jesuit. You got him over Wharton. You got him over Blake. You got him over Slam. You got him over Berkeley. Who you got him over? All those teams good. That whole top 10.
That Specialty Fit Academy.
But they're gonna be out.
I know,
They're
but
gonna
I
be
didn't know that was their name. I don't like that name.
Shit, they good, bro.
I didn't. No, I said I don't like the name.
Yeah, it's.
But
I didn't know they
did
was
Wharton and Bell Creek play in the fall league?
Yeah, they played in it's at
Hoop Vibe, right?
no, at CDS and XBL.
Who won that one?
Wharton.
Word?
Wharton beat Bell Creek. They beat Blake. They beat Jesuit.
So they beat
Damn.
Blake
Yeah.
with everybody?
Yeah. No, wait. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, everybody was there.
Josh played that game.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was their first game back, which is why I got Blake hired and them on here because it was their first game back. They was rusty, out of shape. But I mean, they was out of shape the whole fall league. But I mean,
How many they win by?
Like 9, right?
yeah, like 8, 9.
Are you saying fall league don't start? Because my young boys beat Bell Creek. That shit count for me. No, I'm joking.
No, that job
There
don't
you go.
be.
Shots fired.
But
Hey, look, no.
It
You
does
say-
count.
Wharton's good though, man.
That's like a preseason.
Any one of those
I've
teams
heard.
can go either.
No,
way.
I've heard Wharton was really
Please
good.
take some ass.
I mean, they well coached too. Like even where they might be lacking from a matchup. I mean, they go.
Everybody has
we-
different philosophy, and
Yeah, we used to take some ass with
some
us in
people
fall
go
league.
5 in, 5
Summer
out.
league, fall league.
Yeah, but not the team. Not the teams we talking about. They didn't do that. So all that not playing hard shit. No.
Well, Berkeley doesn't
We
play
didn't.
fall league, so they're-
I used to play everybody, and I didn't coach.
Right, but that's you. I'm talking about this list. Because I seen, I think King is going to be pretty good, but they got blasted by Bell Creek.
Yeah, that's why I dropped King so low because they didn't even compete that game. So I was like,
So some coaches do take that thing serious.
Nah, I saw it as development.
You did.
some take it too serious.
Yes.
Nah, some do. They get mad with me. All right, but that's what we have. That's the preseason average Joe's rankings. I'll update it, take specialty fit out, which is going to put Gaither at. I'm actually have Gaither at 23, I think.
Ooh.
After.
You knocking down.
Robinson.
They got a decent transfer those two
Yeah, they
kids.
got Rico came in. I put this together before they got Rico and I forgot Sickles.
Ooh.
Robinson might be out, man. Got to put Sickles and Gaither in there.
I mean, yes. I mean, Gaither's got, for top 25, they got Rico, Mark, and Jace back. Jordan's a good coach.
Yep.
I'm putting them, they're top 25.
Yeah, they are. They are.
And then
Okay.
Sickles, I mean.
Sickles?
I mean, you're very high on.
They got the kid from
Ian.
Yeah, I like Ian a lot, but they got the kid from.
Oh, that's right.
The best player from Chamberlain went over there.
I mean, they got two shooters that can shoot when they cross half court. They got Ian and, I mean.
Can they hit shots, though?
Ian?
Ian's like
No,
Cal.
when
He's
they
like
cross
Cal
it.
Corver. Like Cal Corver.
Who?
Ian. Yeah.
How many average?
He was at Alonzo last year, but he had
How many average?
He had a real good summer.
He had a good.
I know, but how many? You can't say Kyle Corver. Kyle Corver is like 30.
Yeah, average 30.
In high school?
I mean, I don't know about high school. He's a junior. He'll be a junior this year.
Yeah.
He can shoot it.
Yeah, that's fine.
He played like Cal Corver.
That's my thing, though.
He can make it.
He can make it.
I saw him at the U.S.
Make shot-ups.
He was getting it in at the U.S. Open. He was lighting it up there. And that was
That's a golf
He was
tournament,
playing
man.
on the big boy. He was playing on the big boy side.
So Chris,
I
you
would-
ain't seen half these teams, but
Hold on. How long we got? Next week is it? No, Chris, you got 2 more weeks to do research.
Oh, no, I ain't doing no research. I'm a guess.
11:20 district.
so you would take Blake number 1 apparently,
Yes.
Yes.
and number 2. You don't care. You don't care. He said, I just got Blake.
No, I mean, just based on what they have, I think,
It's tough
and now
to beat.
they'll have some kids coming off the bench, like their bench is pretty deep, and these kids, I mean, you see the summer that Joshua had, which was amazing on the EYBL. You see the summer that JoJo had, which was amazing. Then you got the addition of KJ. He had an awesome summer. Then you have Ari that just came over.
All your altruism gonna be awesome and amazing with
No,
age.
I'm just saying, like, so it's just, I thought they had some good stuff going on,
Ari's back's hurt, so I don't know.
and then on top of it, not only do they play positionless basketball, but they actually defend, block shots, and they enjoy it.
They show is long. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Like they enjoy it. If they can get someone to really, just say run that guard spot and be okay with facilitating and just knocking down shots when they had it or creating, I think they would be really, really good.
No, I don't deny that Blake isn't good, but I think Slam is pretty good. I've seen him play in the fall league. Bell Creek is gonna be good, so you can't just cry.
No,
out.
I wouldn't. I'm just like you said. I shouldn't even speak on it
what's
because I don't
Slam's
know
front?
it well enough.
Slam's got Ramon,
Willie,
McGregor, the kid that
that's a tough
kid
trio.
that Willis really liked at the camp.
Jaden Gloom that played with Fred a little bit.
They big, and McGregor probably one of the best point guards in the county. Yes, bro.
Probably is.
He's number one. He's number one, number two.
He's tough. I'm not saying he's number one, but he's one of the best.
Hey, we got 5 top 25 teams before Christmas and 7 after Christmas.
He's over there looking at his
See what you
schedule.
made of.
I mean, my young guard gonna show up.
Put that bull line
I guess.
back.
I mean, I would say McGregor's 1-1.
Come out just like Harlem Nights.
Point guards.
I don't like doing the best. I just say he's one of them.
He's a Division I kid?
He's going to Stetson.
Okay, that's the kid. Okay.
And then the kid at TC.
Yeah, no, he's tough. He's tough.
That's the kid that transferred over.
Yeah.
I would have said
I
the
know
kid
it's-
at SFA, but I don't know if he's post grad or what, but he's pretty damn good.
It's going to be interesting for y'all to
Still
cover.
got to play the game.
So next week Coach Darner's going to come on. They play twice this weekend. They play a top 25 team actually on Sunday. So they're going to play Saturday. It's actually pretty cool. They play Saturday and Sunday, and the team they play Sunday is the team Eckerd plays. So teams come down. They get to play 2 games. They'll play one at Eckerd on Saturday.
Yeah, I might be at the Saturday game.
I'm going to go to. I'm going to the Sunday game.
Yeah, I got a play to go to on Sunday. I ought to take my wife places.
Taking places.
And doing things.
So Coach Darner will come on. We actually might do our. We got to find out if anybody has games on the 20th. We might do our district.
20th of November?
Yeah. I don't know. If some teams play. We got to see if Blake plays or Crest plays. We might do our district winners and runner-ups next week after Coach Darner. Let's see if Chris I know Chris is going to do a lot of research. He'll have Blake number 1, and he'll just have Blake.
No, I'm not going to do any research, and you probably won't see me at too many games.
This guy.
Just being real. I show up for the show because I enjoy it. Get to get out the house and drink a little bit. So
I don't see no cup. What are you drinking at?
I just tried to throw my bottle in.
Oh.
Those rankings were good.
Nah, I think they was good. Like I said, I think all those, especially the top 10.
What y'all doing the day before Christmas? Day before Thanksgiving? Christmas.
Frying turkey.
I'm done, man.
You gonna fry a turkey the day before? That be gonna be hard like
That's when you do it the night before.
Kid and plays at the Hard Rock.
Man, listen.
Word?
House party.
It's on a Wednesday, though. It's during the week.
Wednesday. Day before Thanksgiving.
You don't go to school that week?
Hey, man, we got to get prepared for your tournament.
Shout out to Emmanuel Sharp, had 20 in his first game.
Nice.
That's what's up.
4 for 8 on 3-pointer.
Colorado, NIL Street, down goes LSU.
Try to tell you. That NIL shit.
That's all right. She got her check already.
I know. That's the problem.
She can't buy no games.
They got beat by 20, bro.
Colorado beat them?
You still got to
Yes.
You still got to play the game, man. You just gotta play the
Exactly.
game, man.
All that Reebok money and all that, man. Look, I ain't like it.
Well, you're a hater, boy.
I am. I ain't like it.
See, South Carolina beat Notre Dame.
Word?
They were in Paris. Tyson. They played in their arena.
Look at that.
Courtside. 100-71. Beat them by 30.
Damn.
Yeah.
I get that because I bought a shirt.
All right. So we taking this thing out?
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
All right.
Torres.
All the hate mail, Joe Philon at G. No, I'm saying.
I'll take it.
I'll take it with him.
We out of here. Enjoy y'all rankings.
Peace out.
Welcome to the weekly podcast that keeps it real about youth sports, social issues, and sports in general. The Final Word with your hosts, Joe, Dre, John, Chris, and Dave. And now, without further ado, presenting The Final Word.